gonna backtrack. And you should have kept the name out your mouth. As we go, how it all turned out. When you try to use my name for clout, keep on going, give me something you can talk about. Did you ever think about just how appropriate the Squirrel acting up song is? I mean, really, just that rap alone. Just the rap alone. Welcome into my world. You're playing my game. Thought that you could come up benefiting off of my name? Talking out the side of your neck like you insane? Cortisol beep. Cortisol levels through the roof, to the roof. I don't even remember what it was. Inflamed, okay? Yeah, I've come to you yet again with hair that is not like fully cooked, okay? It's like still trying to set, okay? So it's doing its best, all right? But, okay, thank you. People are saying it looks good. Okay, this ain't what it's supposed to look like, but thank you so much. Dyslexia. That one wasn't dyslexia. That one was just, I wasn't, it was just, rapper error, okay? But y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. It was a straw paper. Oh, all right. So there's like a whole lot going on in the world and the news and the things. And I really, really, really wanted to make an update. I mean, it's Monday, September 15th. And so many things have happened since the last time we talked. And I wanted to make a live today also about Charlie Kirk. There's been like a lot, well, not about him specifically, but the whole incident, the whole situation. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Shout out to the mods in the chat. I do see Monica. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, it's like 5 different colors. It's like all kind of stuff. It's like Charlotte Tilbury, Pillow Talk, Fair for the lip liner. But then I put on top of that Whirl from MAC. The lipstick itself, the whole thing is done over with the Pillow Talk Fair. It's different than Pillow Talk. Okay, lip liner, just put it all over. And then I lined it with Whirl from MAC. And then I outlined it again, almost like lip liner with Rum Raisin from Revlon. It was like a 90s color. And then on top of that, what lipstick did I put? Oh, this Alexis Vogel. None of this is sponsored. Alexis Vogel. This is the lady who did Pamela Anderson's makeup. Like the Pamela Anderson makeup look from like the 90s and early 2000s. So this one's called Nude Est, E-S-T, not I-S-T. So that's like pretty much everything on there, I think. I just keep putting different stuff on basically until I like what it looks like with like everything else. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try. My goal, my plan as of right now at 10:30 a.m. is to make another live later today, this afternoon, with some updates on the Charlie Kirk stuff. I know y'all were looking for that from me, but unfortunately for me, unfortunately for them, unfortunately for y'all now, someone has acted a fool on the internet. Okay, someone has acted a fool on the internet. Okay, and it all kind of starts here. Well, it doesn't all start here. It starts about 2022, but we'll start here. Let me pull this up. Okay. Oh, really? Wet and Wild Bourbon. Monica, I have been able to confirm in real life, does excellent makeup. Excellent. Beautiful, flawless. Like you can look at Monica's makeup and be like, that girl knows like actually how to do makeup. Like there's like, when you look at somebody in real life and you're like, oh, okay, that girl like works at MAC or whatever. That's what Monica's makeup looks like. So I would take any of her recommendations. Oh my gosh, no, Ebony, I hate it when they do that. I hate it. And then they'll reformulate and bring back a new shade, and it's not the same at all. MAC did that recently with Spice. Okay, so I don't know if y'all had occasion to see this. Might be my most fastest, quickest, whatever you want to call it, growing, viewed, whatever video, like my most viral video perhaps of all time in the measurement of like the first 2 days. It has 381,000 views. I don't normally get views like that. I mean, that's more views than subscribers. I do have, I think, a few videos with 1 million plus views. That is very cool. I do not take that for granted because that is like a few and far between type of situation for me. More often than not, that's not the views I'm getting. Look, my last video I put out got 11,000. All right. So did I know this video was going to go viral like this? Absolutely freaking not. I had no idea. However, and I wasn't like, I was about to say like, well, if one of them's going to go viral, it should be this one because it's important. But no, I'm not going to say that because I have said a lot of very important things I feel like nobody was even listening to. But for whatever reason, thank God, thank the stars, thank whatever, that this one is getting attention. And it does appear that people are actually noticing for the first time some things that maybe have been right there in their face, but haven't been put together in this way. All right. So this is the video here. It is 1 hour and 21 minutes long total run time. I mean, that's with disclaimers and stuff in it. It's a little bit shorter than that, like actual video time. But I just put it out 2 days ago on Friday. Well, I did link it below in case y'all want to go watch it, and you maybe you should. But I also have, thank you, Megs. Shout out to y'all. I also have linked it below in case you want to go watch it. But I also am going to show a little bit of it here. I've linked also below someone else's channel, and I just found out about this person. Let me show you. I'll pull that up. But whichever order you want to go in, both of the links are down below. That's what I'll say about that. Okay. So y'all are also going to be pleased to know that I forgot my bell. I shot a music video this weekend in Maryland, and I pretty much brought back all my props, but my bell is missing, and I was just about to ring it to rebuke. Girl, see what I mean? This is not what it's supposed to look like. It's okay. Just don't look at that part. Look at the rest of the parts. So all kind of stuff went on this weekend. I'm literally trying to mind my business. All right. For the first time in maybe even 35 years. All right. I'm trying to mind my business. I'm trying to make my music video over there in Maryland. I'm trying to play with the squirrels. It's for the squirrel acting up. Welcome into my world. You're playing my game. Thought that you could come up benefiting off a my name? No. Okay. So it's almost like, where do I even freaking start? I don't have my bell. I left it in it's like I didn't unpack everything. What y'all expect me to unpack everything by Monday morning? You do not understand the type of person I am. Y'all had higher hopes for me than you should have. Okay. But most of like my little alien up there, she was, I mean, a lot of stuff was gone, but anyway. Thank you. Everybody's ringing the bell anyway in the chat. So thank you. I know. The ringlets are kind of like, I don't actually like it. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like, I won't even say because it's kind of offensive. But like, Shirley Temple, or like, like, it kind of reminds me of like plantation hair. Like that's how they did, Scarlett O'Hara stuff. Like, like I just see that, like Founding Father a little bit. Founding Father is what I thought first. But anyway, whatever. They were cool or whatever. They gave us the Declaration of Independence, and I like that or whatever. Okay, so I guess I can look like them for the day. Or for the moment. Y'all are laughing. Anyway, y'all, it's kind of Founding Father. No, this is not what I was gonna say, but honestly, they like is it called Orthodox? I don't want to be offensive to anybody's religion or whatever, but the like, and it'll have like 2 kind of ringlets. It kind of does look like that now that you mention it. Oops. Anyway. So we are going. Yeah, it does remind me of glamour shots, girl. Amber, the glamour shots would have been brushed through. They would have been brushed through, and I would have some bangs like this. Okay. Just ring the ringlet. Somebody said that is so funny. All right. So this was the video, right? And it caused, oh my God, what is this? Nicki Minaj demon that possessed me. It caused quite a stir apparently on the internet. The Crips goons are mad at me. I don't know if the man is a Crips or not. Okay. But my friend slash probably cousin over there at Point and Shoot, the sheriff of YouTube, he has referred to this particular individual as a crip, okay, which does not make a single difference to me. I'm a civilian, as they say. Okay, I'm a civilian. So anyway, he's so mad. And I had like very vague knowledge of who this guy was before the video, because again, like I watch like almost every video that Point and Shoot puts out. I just love him. Like he could talk about ice melting and I think it would be funny and entertaining. So I should put his link in the description down below as well. I did alert the sheriff. I did check in, if you will, with the sheriff and let him know that I would be making a video on this topic, and he was checked in. Okay, so don't worry. I followed the rules. Anyway, for the most part, the reception to the video has been very good, and thank God. No, don't rebuke Nikki, they saying. Don't rebuke her. Well, I don't want to be took over by her, you know, maybe inspired by. Y'all are laughing. Gangbanging in 2025 is corny, bro. It's kind of corny. Like the fact that the man is still calling himself anything young. All right. And I'm going to tell y'all, my dad, and this is going to come up. All right. This is going to come up. I don't know how long this video is. I'm allotting like at least 2 hours. This video is going to be, because we're going to be reacting to somebody basically like taking up for me and how I saw it. But really, you could tell in the video, this man had never heard of me in his life. All right. And he's like, oh, no, wait, hold on. She makes sense. I like her. So instead of going to this crusty old man, and again, y'all, my dad told me to respect my elders. My mom told me to respect my elders. She might even be in the chat right now. And I am trying to respect my elders. I think it's a good rule to follow. But y'all, this man, first of all, is he an elder? He's still calling himself young something. Okay. And second of all, really, I didn't send for him. Okay. I did not send for him. Nobody yanked his chain. Nobody rang his bell. Okay. Nobody sent for him. Nobody checked for him. But he took it upon himself to make a whole entire dedicated video to calling me something that, you know, we're used to me being called over here. Y'all, I'm going to go down to the birth certificate registry and just change my freaking name at this point to Karen, because Karen is like pretty much the only thing people can call me whenever it's just like they don't really like what I'm saying or doing. So nobody sent for him. I didn't mention him by name at all. In my video, I didn't bother to look up his name because I did not know it and I don't care. That's how much he matters to me. That's how much he mattered to the video. I called him a creep. And I called him a degenerate. And I meant it then. I'm not sorry about it. I will not be issuing an apology. In fact, and indeed, if he wanted to change my mind about those opinions, he did not do so. And I am doubling down. So I'm not even going to react to like his particular degenerate video. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up a new cousin in the chat that I want everybody, there's 755 people in here right now. I want there to be at least 755 new subscribers. If you're not even subscribed to me, I don't care. Go subscribe to this person. Let me pull the video up. Hold on. Never heard of him in my life. No, I did not. Never heard of him in my life. No, I did not. Okay. I just subscribed though. Yes, I did. I need to log into BJ Investigates and subscribe from there too. Okay. I need to make the screen like big enough so y'all could see like the whole thing. Ah, hold on. Oh my God, Slay. He's about to go live again. Oh my God, Slay. Okay, wait. Y'all gotta go subscribe. Let me pull his video up. I mean, his channel up. I have it up here. I just need to pull it up on my screen. Okay. So here is his channel at Tough Steno, TuffSteeno, Tough Steno Champion. Now he does have an upcoming video. It might be a clip. Oh, it's a premiere. It's a premiere coming. It's probably clips. It's probably clips from his live stream. So y'all should go watch it. Y'all should go watch it. It's going to be premiering at 2. Let me set an alarm. This is not a paid promotion. Never spoke to this man in my life. Never spoke to his team in my life. He didn't reach out to me, to my knowledge, at all. I just like the video. So let me go sign up for the turn on the notification. Oh, I could just turn it on here. Hold on. Duh. I'm so used to like having to go back and forth between my phone that I just like sometimes muscle memory. Okay. So this is his channel, but this is the video I'm going to be reacting to, not the whole thing, because he doesn't actually start talking about and reacting to like my stuff till like around this part. Because you know. Okay. Oh, it's Steno, Steeno. Okay. I had to see, that's how you can tell I didn't even know his actual full name even when I did the search for the video. Okay. But the link is in the description below. There's disclaimers in the description box. There's a disclaimer scrolling below. Please nobody contact or send any hate to anyone mentioned in this video. This video is meant to report on a matter of public concern, specifically now involving me, and react to this man speaking on my name. Okay. And also to show y'all a new cousin that I found out in the wild. I just found a cousin. He might be an uncle. He looks more like a cousin to me. I'm 35. So he looks more in like cousin age range for me. But I have cousins that are in their like 50s too. So I guess, you know, whatever. Anyway, never heard of him before. Never talked to him before. He got a video today on this specifically premiering at 2 o'clock. So Eastern, which is in like 3 hours. So hopefully we're done here by then. We will probably be, because like I'm gonna react and show y'all probably about like close to an hour of his video. Probably I wish I would have known he was gonna clip it, because I would have just done it then, but whatever. We're here now, and I don't know, maybe we'll skip forward. Now, one thing I do want to tell y'all, I'll try to keep it kind of like PG-13 with my language over here. I'm just pretty much gonna assume this video that I put up, that this live is going to be in the yellow $ era, because Steno, and you know, shout out to him, tough Steno, he can do what he wants on his channel, but he's kind of like using some language over there that I'm not particularly like, oh, girl, why is it doing that? It's like the one right in the front is like the aggravating one. Why is it always like the one right in the front? Hold on. Anyway, he's using some words that I wouldn't use. Okay. So I'm not, you know, I obviously didn't have time to like edit it. I'm just going to be watching it live from his channel, but I don't want, you know, y'all to think, you know, that's like the type of language over here. I'm trying to be, okay. I got to hold on. It's just not going to work. Oh God. I'm literally having like a Virgo heart attack right now. Wait, where's my butterfly clip? I got a bobby pin. It won't go behind my ear, girl. Okay, hold on. Because the other curl is still wet. And for me to put that one, this stupid one, behind my ear, oh my God, it would have to break up the wet one, which would then make that one frizzy. And that's like a whole nother situation. Okay, hold on. Is it going to act right? No. That is aggravating. It's like literally the one right in my face. The one right there. Okay. All right. Anyway, make sure y'all go get your snacks and all, because we're going to be here a while. It's doing it on purpose. I know. It's like the only type of witchcraft that gets through is like stupid stuff like that. And I still rebuke. Anyway. Okay. I got a hooded hair dryer. I just ordered one, girl. Thank you. I just got the like, you know, bonnet part, and then my dryer is gonna fit on it or whatever. Okay. Happy birthday to Haley's husband. Sun is a Virgo too. Oh my gosh, you're surrounded by Virgos. Are you a Capricorn? Usually people surrounded like that are Capricorns. She said as soon as she said 2 hours. Okay. Thank you, Ebony. I don't really like it. It's not given what I like, but I appreciate the encouragement. All right. So I didn't have time to go through and edit the language in the video we're going to be reacting to, but that's his channel. He can say what he wants over there. All right. And I'm just reacting, and I don't know. I just felt like, just to let you know, because you're not used to me saying, some of these words, online, and they're going to be said on this video. All right. I know you saw that rogue one. I'm gonna have to redo the whole, I'm gonna have to spray it down later. Aquarius, that makes sense. Okay. Yes, blanks. You do your little roller set, and then you put the hooded hair dryer around the roller set. You can tighten it with a little string. They got all kinds of materials at once, and then it's got it's like a piece of material you put in a little bag, but it's cut and sewn like that. And then you hook a hair dryer up to it, and it goes through the little tube and then like into the, yeah, I know. Okay. Now, let's get to this reaction. It's kind of like a reaction, but it's also kind of just commentary because I did already watch it. Well, actually, I heard it while I was doing other stuff, like my makeup and stuff. I didn't like fully like have eyes on the video, so I will be kind of reacting the first time. Okay, so the video is called 4 Extras Rap Career Buddy Troll. Girl, I don't even know what that is. And then Poetic Flacco exposes LA bangers again. So on the surface, you really don't think it's going to have anything to do with me or my video, but I guess somebody brought it up. As you can see, it's about an hour 27 or an hour 28 minutes into his live stream. So he's good and going. I want to see, what is he at now? 8.6 right now. I want to see him at 10,000 by the end of the week. Today's Monday. Let's do 10,000 by Friday. 10,000 party for the new cousin I just found, who I've also never spoken to. I don't know if he claims me either, y'all.
On my soul. Your man, the veliest of vels,
I'll speed it up.
Has a problem, champ. This Karen tried to come for me over P4, Nova, and the Hoover's indictment. Wow, right?
Okay.
So,
so this is the video. All right. This is the man's name, or his channel name is
Has a problem.
Young Aunt Hefe. And when I said what I said about him in my video, which we're going to see, it's going to all come up. When I said what I said about him in my video, I did not even like put 2 and 2 together. Like if somebody would have paid me $1 million, what's the name of this guy right here? I couldn't even given you a guess. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the guy who I already mentioned in my video, Young Aunt Hefe. I guess his real name is what was his real name? Mauritius or something? I don't remember. Marcus? I don't know. Something with an M. They told me. Actually, here. Maurice. So this is my comment I left. Oh my God, this video is so good because I'm going to react to this. Thank you for being a voice of reason. Okay, as you can see, I really liked this video he made. So I'm reacting to somebody reacting to me.
This Karen tried to come for me.
So that's his video title.
Nova.
This Karen, and it's me in the thumbnail, looking very cute and precious as always. And I'm the Karen as usual. I mean, I'm like the Karen of YouTube. Okay. Like I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm also the Karen of YouTube because anytime I say something somebody don't like, I'm a Karen, this Karen, that Karen, you know what I mean? Like it's like a specific, like, attempt at a subjugation. It's an attempted subjugation. But the thing about Karens, if you check the record, they get stuff done. Anyway, this Karen tried to come for me. No, I did not. I did not try to come. I don't get out. Sir, I don't get off my couch when the police are on the door. Okay. I didn't come for nobody and I didn't come for nothing. All right. What happened was you came for me and now I got to return the fire. All right. I got to return. It sucks. Hate it for you. I do hate it for you.
Hoover's indictment. Wow. Right. So, we gonna get into this situation, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. Yeah, man. Nasty work indeed. But let the veil tell what he needs to tell, champ. On my soul.
Like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing.
Champ, there we go.
Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good?
So you had to go to an Airbnb in order to get some good lighting.
You know, this was my very first indication. We were dealing with a cousin, one of our cousins, because he's commenting on the decor. And at the exact moment he was commenting on the decor, I was looking at the decor. I was looking at these starbursts on the wall. Put a 1 in the chat if you recognize these starbursts. Put a 1 in the chat if you recognize these starbursts, because I have some of them in my house. And because I have some of them in my house, I happen to know exactly where they came from. And they could only came from one of 3 places, okay? One place, as always, could be some type of thrift store, because anything could end up there, all right? So anytime you think something could come from somewhere, maybe you got it secondhand. I don't think that's where it came from. I think those starbursts on the wall came from either like a TJ Maxx, Marshall's affiliate type of store. That's one source. Or the Family Dollar, because I have bought these starbursts. Okay. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh man, this man's so mad at me. He's probably my cousin because he got these starbursts in the back or whatever. I'm not even over here. We got our cousin Tufstino. He's looking at the other corner, right? I got this corner covered. I'm doing a full analysis. Is it the Family Dollar starbursts, or is it the Marshalls, Ross, Burlington Coat Factory starbursts? You know, I'm seeing ones. Hobby Lobby got the starbursts. Okay. Mama, I think I was with my mama when I got them. I think I was with her when I got them. TJ Maxx, she said. I thought those were from Burlington. For me, oh my God, Slay. Everybody, put some applause in the chat for the cousins in the chat. Okay, he claims me. My new cousin claims me. Okay, thank God. Sometimes I'm out here calling people cousins and they're like, I don't claim her. Shout out to the cousins in chat. We're trying to get you to 10,000 by Friday. That's our goal. That's my goal. I'm trying to get the cousins to get you to 10,000 subs by Friday. What would that be? September, whatever, 20th? Something like that. Family Dollar. My mom said no Family Dollar. We didn't go to Family Dollar in Princeton. It was somewhere here. Okay, so we have Tough in the chat. I'm gonna try to make your premiere later. I mean, I hope I'm done with this one by then. Okay, so I'm analyzing this corner. He's analyzing this corner. And first thing out of his mouth is like, before you even say anything, like, where are you? You had to go rent somebody's apartment. You had to rent an Airbnb just to get some lighting. Now, I am unfamiliar with this person's content. This Aunt Heffy. I'm unfamiliar with his content. I didn't know that his lighting was bad usually. I will say he has a great clear complexion. He has a really nice skin, I will say. So the lighting is really doing him a lot of favors. I see he has it coming over from, the one side. So you get that kind of cinematic. And he was like, I have to look my best. I mean, did he put baby oil on even a little bit? I mean, he looks great as far as, like skincare is concerned. I mean, I have to give it to him, but I'm unfamiliar, with his typical thing. People are saying they subbed. Oh my God, Slay. Y'all, yes, thank you. Okay. Breaka Dawn, send me a reminder of that, if you wouldn't mind, on email. ThatSurpriseWitness@gmail.com. Okay, so let's move forward.
For yourself, I copy. I just wanted to know where we at right now, champ. In Vegas? Okay, Vegas? All right, cool, copy.
Good old people's hot topics with your boy Young and Hefe.
And Anthony Velius Hefe, champ.
Like the other one. The champion of hot topics.
Who is it?
Is a Karen.
Karen?
And if y'all know who this YouTube channel is, I'm pretty sure y'all know who she is. If y'all watches her content, whatever it is she's about. I think her channel is about trying to.
Wait. He's kind of hyping me up. I'm sure y'all know who she is. I wouldn't have even thought they would have known who I was. That's kind of like a little bit of a compliment. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say, he's like, I'm sure y'all know who she is. I'm sure. Nikki's like, yeah, that's not his starbursts. He's like, the queen of the hot topics is a Karen or whatever he said. I mean, I'm not going to disagree. I am the queen of YouTube. So I guess people should know who I am. I'm also God's favorite. So people should know who I am, but like very so often, I'm not really getting the kind of like hyping up I deserve. So, I mean, shout out to Aunt Hefe again. Seems like he's a fan. Is that? Oh my God, wait. Put a 2 in the chat. Is he a fan? Did I hurt his feelings? He was a fan. He like secret, what's that called? Guilty pleasure, guilty, whatever. And it was me. And he's like actually offended because like he thought like, oh my God, the queen of YouTube. I don't know. That could be what's going on here. He looks dejected and defeated, dare I say. Now, since it's a reaction, I'm not telling y'all exactly what I said other than, I called him creepy. And it was creepy. His behaviors were creepy and a degenerate. But I'm not going to say what I said in my video yet. I'm not going to spoiler alert. I'm not going to spoil it. Okay. It's going to come through this video.
If y'all know who this YouTube channel is, I'm pretty sure y'all know who she is. If y'all watches her content or whatever it is she's about. I think her channel is about trying to discover stuff. And or says she calls herself like a investigator like that. She's like a PI.
I'm not a PI. However, no, I'm not. But I'll give opinions.
I understand. I fully understand the true statement of what they say about blondes being silly. So I had wished kind of like a brunette at cup.
Brunette, that's one.
There's so much to unpack. We're gonna be here all day. Woo! Okay. Now I have a whole slideshow presentation of receipts. Okay. I have a whole slideshow coming up. And you will see pictures of me as a little baby child. And as a little baby child, I did have blonde hair. It was pretty much white. My mom is in the chat. She will tell you it was blonde. Anybody with blonde hair will tell you as you get older, your hair gets darker. It's something to do with melanin. I don't know. Unless you're like literally albino, which I think girls sometimes I feel like I'm pretty close. But my natural hair color as a child, it was like very blonde. As an adult, it's a little bit more like dark, very like the darkest. You could still call it blonde / light brown, ashy brown. Some people affectionately call it dishwater blonde, where it's like not really brown because it don't have enough like pigment. It's just kind of ashy, like dusty. You know that color? That's the color of my hair now. So I tried to go natural with it a few months back. I hated it. Like I let my hair grow out for like basically like 2 years with no highlights and I hated it. So I'm like, no, I want to go back blonde. So that's what I called myself doing. But my new cousin in the chat is like, no, she don't have blonde hair. So thank you, Stino, for letting me know I got to go back to the beauty supply school. I mean, go back to the beauty school and get my hair blonder because it's not giving blonde to him. However, before we even get there, this man said he always heard blondes were silly. Put a 3 in the chat if blondes are silly. I'm putting 1. Yes, we are. And so what? Somebody got to be silly. So blondes are silly. Dusty blonde, exactly. People are like, yes, girl, no, you got to color that hair. You got to do something with it when your hair's that color. It's not really blonde, but it's not like a rich brown either. It just kind of looks like you toned down the grayscale of brown hair or you turned up the grayscale of blonde hair. It's just like almost muted. It's can look nice, but I just didn't like the way that it looked on me. Anyway, so wait a second. He's still going with this man is still saying like blondes are stupid. That stopped hurting my feelings when I was like approximately 6. And the thing is, I kind of actually feel bad for Heffy because he puts it on full display. He puts on full blast, on full display, full frontal, how actually low IQ he is. It's sad. It's actually kind of sad. Like, I'm not even going to go like as hard as I could because I don't even think it's a fair match. Like, he starts his thing with blondes are stupid and it only goes downhill. Okay. It's rather embarrassing, but it's funny. It's comical.
Anybody. Don't stereotype anybody, bro. That was not about, about blondes being ditzy. So what? So the stereotype about ex-cons being ditzy is true too, right? This is why you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. That's not nice.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Tell them.
Covered your segment because maybe of what they say about blondes being silly. So I had wished kind of like a Burnett.
A Burnett.
Covered
he wanted a Burnett.
This segment because maybe it would have gave them a different perspective and maybe they would have understood what I was saying.
So blonde people with blonde hair can't understand what you're saying, even though you're a fucking idiot, right? Blonde people can't.
Spoiler alert, y'all. He goes to explain himself again to try to explain it to the stupid blonde Karen, who's like maybe not even got blonde, who's not even a blonde, according to like, there's dispute. There's dispute. Okay. That being said, he said a Burnett. A Burnett. He wanted a Burnett to come talk about it. And this is something I'm so used to at this point. I mean, it's been happening for years. I actually was looking for a receipt earlier today and I found something from 2021. I had just started my YouTube channel and somebody had made a totally fake screenshot of a fake message or a Twitter DM that made it look like I said the N-word. And it was truly fake. And it wasn't even making it look like I said the N-word as like calling someone that, but it was like, did I call you a insert? And it was a bunch of insults. And that was one of them. And it's like, I did not say or send that. It was just fake. So for like going on half a decade, every time I start saying something in some little niche pocket of the world that degenerates don't want me to talk about, the race card gets pulled. It's either she don't need to talk about it because it's black people and black culture, or why doesn't she ever talk about any white people? Why doesn't she ever talk about any black? It's like on any side of it, I can't win with these very small specific people. And then there's the rest of us, the cousins with sense. Okay. There's the rest of us with sense. Okay. So it's just a little small group. And it's usually people that really would prefer if I didn't say the stuff I'm saying. That's usually in my, almost half a decade of experience being called a Karen and a racist and everything but a child of God. That's been my experience. Now, I'm not inside this man's mind, nor do I ever want to be. Ugh, no. I've been in enough hells and enough prisons. Thank you. Anyway, okay. So I appreciate the commentary here. What do you mean? Because she's blonde and she's stupid? Like, all right. Well, we don't want people to say, for example, like anybody that's ever been in jail or prison is stupid, right? Like why don't we just focus on the arguments? Why don't we just focus on something else? Like, can we move past the stereotypes? And like, that is why I say we're probably all cousins. Cause y'all like truly, literally, if you go back, like sometime, most of us in the United States are probably, that can trace, like if our parents and parents born in the United States, we probably all cousins. Okay. If you are third generation, fourth generation American, especially from the deep South, you probably my cousin, and it don't matter what color you are or I am. So it just really, truly, like, whatever, people's people. You could have your grandchild who looks nothing like you, and that is your blood family. So it just doesn't, it's just not something that I really like ever want to focus on, but I'm always getting damn accused of it. And it's like for stupid stuff. But really what's actually happened is people are making racist stereotypes about me. Blonde people are stupid? Okay. All right. Obviously, I'm not stupid. I mean, girl, that goes without saying. Okay.
Understood what I was saying.
I didn't understand.
So blonde people with blonde hair can't understand what you're saying.
Another spoiler alert is he goes ahead and explains himself what he was trying to say later on in the video. And I did understand exactly what he was saying. He just didn't like that I didn't like it. You'll see.
Even though you're a fucking idiot, right?
Well,
blonde people can't understand what you're saying. Maybe a brunette would understand. It's sort of like somebody saying, I knew a bagel wouldn't understand.
This is what I be trying to tell y'all. My new cousin said his dad is my complexion. Y'all don't look at this part of my hair. It's not fixed yet. I gotta let it set.
I'm saying maybe a cream cheese person, if they would have done the segment, they would have understood.
We gotta stop calling people. Can I not be the cream cheese people? I don't want to be that. Can we pick something else white? Can we be something like a little bit more cuter than cream cheese? Like that just seems like, like, can it be like, I don't know, like clouds, daisy, marshmallow, something cute. Cream cheese. Vanilla would be all right.
A white person,
but that's kind of brown, honestly. Vanilla's not white.
If a skinny person would have did the content, maybe they would have understood. You see how stereotypes work? This is why you should not stereotype people in that way, champ.
No, I don't like mashed potato either.
Gangbangers, such and such, and gangbangers, but y'all niggas make it hard. Pause. Y'all make it difficult to not do that.
Instead of jumping off the diving board, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some views and just say some things
that
create.
He thought he was cooking though.
He did.
Until he realized, did I say some nasty things? Until he reads the comments and made people like, oh man, maybe you should.
Not mayo. I hate mayo. No, not mayo. That's the worst one.
That we do, bro. We've never said blondes is more ditzy and all that other shit. Nigga, that's they shit.
Of a fiasco. So, however, we're back at this P4K situation and this Nova situation with the Hoovers and them going down. So, as y'all know, a week or two ago, I was on No Jumper. The situation came up by way of Adam 22.
Okay. Okay. Let's lock in. The situation is starting to be explained now. Okay. So the situation starting to be actually explained now. We're like 43 minutes in. The scene is being set. All right. What happened was I made that video I told y'all about at the beginning, the Nova video. In it, I put a bunch of clips. Actually, the editing production team put in a bunch of clips. Shout out to the editing production team. I see you in the chat. It's one person, if you're wondering. Anyway, so there's a bunch of clips in the video. One of the clips in the video is a clip of Adam, Grand Mason 16, 22, whatever, and various of his little crew. One of the little crew on the podcast that particular day, that segment, that clip I put in the video is him. This guy right here, Aunt Hefe, young. He calls himself young Aunt Hefe. Okay. He's mad I included the clip. He's mad I included the clip, period, because I think the clip speaks for itself. I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to say nothing. But he's kind of making it seem like, he's basically shooting the messenger. Even though he, a grown adult, put this out there, he said it, he doubles down on it, he kind of keeps saying it, even in the face of people saying, I don't know about that, bruh. That's kind of weird. There's some girls be fast and they thrust theyself into the lifestyle and they be getting these other men in trouble. They're fast, remember, we're talking about children. They can't legally enter into a contract. They can't drink. They can't even smoke. They can't get a tattoo without parental consent. But it's these children They can't sign up for the army. They can't vote. They can't rent a car, rent a hotel room legally. At least I think. Maybe that's not legally. Maybe the car and the hotel room is just private. I don't really know about that. Put that to the side. But the children be fast and thrusting themselves into the lifestyle. And Adam, too, really, honestly, the clip, shout out to Rabbit in the chat. Shout out to Rabbit in the chat. More like, it's time to graduate. Break of Dawn, it's time to graduate. Bernetta, no, y'all not, no, Bernetta. I guess whipped cream's okay. I think the one I liked the most was powdered sugar. He's mad. I put the clip in and the clip spoke for itself. And so instead of just being like, yeah, that was kind of like vile, that was kind of rancid, that was kind of crusty. Actually, like listening to myself say that back, I was appalled at what it sounded like. And you know what? Now I get it. He could have did that on this video and you probably wouldn't have even been seeing me talking about him. All right. But he didn't. He did not do so. All right. Let's see what else he has to say. He is now setting the scene from his perspective. He's giving you his perspective. Take it from him. Okay? Take it from him. He's telling you how his description of how he comes up in the video. Listen up.
So, however, we're back at this P4K situation and this Nova situation with the Hoovers and them going down. So, as y'all know, a week or two ago,
okay,
I was on.
You really don't need to know for the purposes of this video. What's the P4K, K4, Hoover, Rico situation? You don't need to know. It's not even need to know information. However, there's a whole video on it. It's hour 21 minutes long. Y'all can go watch it. I have it linked down below. For the purposes of this video, just know there's a huge lawsuit. There's a huge federal criminal case going on involving some people down Figueroa corridor, which is like, they're being accused. They're all innocent. They should be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Please don't send any hate to anybody. But they're accused of basically trafficking people, including children, minors. One victim as young as 14. Now, do you count that as a child? If you count it as a minor, whatever you want to call it. We're talking about a federal RICO case. It's a criminal case. And they arrested a whole supposed gang. Now, people are innocent until proven guilty. But of course, the internet just in general is exploding. But there's some of the people, or at least one of the people indicted, that has some type of history with no jumper. And people that keep going on no jumper and keep telling all their business, I mean, y'all are at this point, y'all are getting what you get. Like at this point, if it hasn't been clear that that's not a good idea, keep going on fed jumper. But there was a very serious situation with one 14-year-old that became very famous through the same podcast sort of route as like that No Jumper is in. She was on Soft White Underbelly. She was on other things. Y'all probably heard about her before. Nova, Tanea's daughter. If you never heard of her, it does not matter. There's a known 14-year-old who's now 15, who people speculated could be the 14-year-old victim listed in the indictment for this RICO, Hoover, 59th Street Hoovers or whatever is the name of their particular set, their particular like branch of the Crips. Okay. So are these people even in it, girl? I don't know. That's not my business. I don't care. But there were people already out here speculating it was Nova, this known girl who was the victim. So I'm like, hold on, let me see if that's possible or if there's a way I could debunk that. Nova comes out, she's talking. I mean, there's just too much to get into here. But for the purposes of this video, I was basically showing how it would be I was trying to show how it would be difficult for somebody like Nova, who's a minor, to kind of like get out of a situation if she were in one, because the grown-ups around her, and in particular, yes, the men, and in the circles she runs in, because Nova's mother goes on and has gone on No Jumper as a cast member as well. So Nova would be around this type of thinking, at least, if not these actual people, these exact people. And this is what they're saying. Look at this clip. And I showed the clip. Oh my God, Hefe did not like it, girl. Oh my God, he hated it. He hated it. And that's why he had to make this video. Look at his face. Incensed, inflamed, cortisol so through the roof, it's coming out the top of his head. Okay. Overproduction of cortisol in the works as we speak because the clip was included in that part. Let's you take it from him. Let's listen further.
However, we're back at this P4K situation and this Nova situation with the Hoovers and them going down. So, as y'all know, a week or two ago, I was on No Jumper. The situation came up by way of Adam 22. We had almighty suspect in the building as well. So, being that we had somebody that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to say it's a pimp because I've never heard the dude say he's a pimp, but, you know, let's just go with somebody that's in the lifestyle. So, however, Nova comes up about whether she's on a case,
So
P4K or
I also got one or two comments like this too that were like, how could you possibly speak out in support and shout out almighty suspect because he is a known PIMP. He's a known PIMP, so you shouldn't be shouting him out. Okay, first of all, I didn't know that. What do you mean? I didn't know that. Second of all, I don't know if he is or isn't. That was just a comment. Third of all, let's say he is. Okay, fine. That's not good, I guess. But what he was saying in the moment was correct. He was really there was two people in the room. There were two men in a room full of men who were saying, no, they were not going to encourage this behavior. And almighty suspect was one of them. So if he is somebody that's known in the lifestyle and he's the one person or one of two people in the room saying, no, we don't need to be messing around with children. What does that say about you? You throwing him under the bus? You bringing his name up to try and act like I did something wrong by shouting him out? I'm not sorry about it. And I'm doubling, tripling down 11 and a half mother toes because he did the right thing. I shouted out to the girl dads. Y'all are going to see it. Y'all are going to see it.
That's where you should have cut it off. That's where you should have ended the conversation. Me as a man, I'm not speaking about Nova.
Okay, wait. Let's hear
I
what.
promise you I'm not, bro.
But, you know, let's just go with somebody that's in the lifestyle. So,
that's
however,
almighty suspect, apparently.
Nova comes up
That's a little girl.
whether she's on a case with P4K or not.
And that's where you should have cut it off. That's where you should have ended the conversation. Me as a man, I'm not speaking about Nova. I promise you I'm not, bro. I'm the type of nigga, y'all niggas just won't see me live for that day. If that's what's popping, y'all won't see me live. Just like I wasn't going to keep talking about Charlie Kirk. I'm just not going to do certain things, bro. Period. But you sat there and you talked about a goddamn 14-year-old girl, bro. And whether or not she was being pimped by such and such, and Adam is disgusting. Adam has, he took a liking towards Nova, bro. And it's nasty work, bro. In his mind, he want the mother and the daughter. In his mind.
Allegedly, according to the new
content
cousins.
For him and his constituents.
Allegedly. I'm not in his mind.
Her being a minor, you know, that's going to be the focal point. So amongst the talking amongst the man in the room as well, me being a girl dad, so it is a sensitive situation.
Okay.
You being a girl dad, but you still talking.
Of course, me and Tough, again, get mad at the same exact stuff. First of all, you a girl dad and you sat there and then you're not a girl dad. Like, girl dad is like a title. It's like capital G, capital D. Like, anybody can just, like, you know, shoot some blanks or not, and they can find a target. Okay. That really takes quite literally almost no effort at all whatsoever. It's like, you know, almost none. Girl dad, you don't just get to call your freaking self a girl dad. First of all, how many manicures have you gotten from your children? If less than one, I'm already suspicious. Red flag. Okay. Let me see the pictures of the tea party. Let me see the pictures because, and I want to, this is where I start my slideshow. in my mind, this what he said here is what made me start having to make slides for a slideshow. And I'm going to bring it up later. I'm not going to bring it up right now because he needs to say some more things for y'all to understand the context of the slideshow. But you don't just get to call yourself a girl dad. Okay, first of all. And second of all, if you do, then you better act like one or else the title gets revoked. Okay. No, girl dad, capital G, capital D, is sitting around saying the 12 and 14-year-olds are fast and be thrusting themselves to the lifestyle. A girl dad would look at a child and say, I have got to do whatever I can do in my power to either help this child or at the very least not contribute to it. Certainly not making excuses for it. Okay. So all of them in the room actually had daughters. Having a genetic offspring that's a daughter doesn't make you a girl dad. And this is the spot in the video I realized, oh, he's mad for a totally different reason than I originally thought. He's mad because I shouted out, almighty suspect. I shouted him out and I said, shout out to him and the girl dads who are, despite it being very difficult, because I can see it with my own freaking eyes, the other dudes in here are acting like it's normal. They're gaslighting. They're acting like it's totally acceptable. And then there's like one or two guys and they're like, no, one of the all my suspects that I have daughters. I can know. He says, quote, I want no parts. Baby girl, go back home. So I shouted him out and I'm like, shout out to the girl dads that do that, that actually do that. Despite, and I even said it in my video, I don't always see eye to eye with this guy. Usually I'm calling him a clown, but shout out to him for that. But this man got mad because I said shout out to the girl dads and I called him a degenerate and a creep, even though he has daughters. So people were probably like clowning on him. Like, oh my God, did you see that viral video where you're a degenerate and almighty suspect is and almighty suspect is getting a shout out? Why does he get a shout out and not you? And this man came over here to yell and scream, oiled down, moisturized as could be in this good lighting, to call me a dumb blonde Karen. Turns out almost none of those. Turns out maybe none of those descriptions are true. Oh my God. They are mad. He is mad. Okay. Let's hear his further criticisms.
Content for him and his constituents.
Her being a minor, that's going to be the focal point. So amongst the talking amongst the men in the room as well, me being a girl dad, so it is a sensitive situation for
you being a girl dad, but you still talked about it. Bro, I don't play no games when it comes to little girls, bro. I'm not playing no games, bro. Not when it comes to boys neither.
Tell them.
I'm not playing those games, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm a boy dad and a girl dad, bro. I'm not having that conversation about that little girl, bro. Y'all are bugging. You're bugging for letting it happen.
Period.
But during this conversation,
you're bugging.
However, I just gave my perspective and opinion on the flip side of things. So during this conversation, I spoke about young females that are fast.
Okay.
Nobody who's been kidnapped.
Okay.
Nobody who's been.
And this is where I was like, I don't know what I was doing, wrapping my hair up. I don't know what I was doing. But as I was listening to this part, I'm going to show you my face was literally doing this. The man missed the whole point. It's like almost like somebody didn't tell him it's against the law for adult men to be doing that stuff with little girls or little boys, little anybodies, little days, little anybody, even big minors. They could be bigger than you if they are under the age of consent, under the age in your particular state, even just legally. That's a problem. Like everyone knows that. So he's like, look, everybody, I'm not talking about people being trafficked. I'm not talking about crime victims. I'm talking about children under the age of consent who be fast. Idiot. Stupid ass. What does that have to do with anything? If the person is a child or a minor, you won't call it a minor. If you want to call it a minor, I call children. If you're 14 to me, you are still a kid. Okay. So a kid. I'm just like, I don't know if y'all can like visibly see the math equation numbers that I'm just trying so hard. The loading circle right there. He's like, I'm not talking about kids that are victims of trafficking. I'm talking about kids that are victims of statutory beep. Who feels bad for them? Is what this man is basically. That's his alibi. He should have kept it off camera. I mean, he should have kept these opinions truly unspoken and unsaid. He shouldn't even said these in the Discord. He should have kept them unspoken and unsaid. And then let's say he went so far as to form his mouth and his body and his Airbnb that he borrowed or whatever, to put it into order such that this started to come out of his mouth. He should have not released it. Once it was live, he should have took it down. At any point, he could have come back up off of this opinion. I mean, this was days ago. I'm going to rewind it 10 seconds. Listen again. It's alarming.
So, during this conversation, I spoke about
setting the record straight.
Young females that are fast. Nobody who's been kidnapped, nobody who's been tricked and thrust into the life.
But also, those are the type of girls that get taken. So you can't mention them without mentioning the ones that are getting taken, champ. This is why you should have left that shit alone.
Another great point.
You should have left that whole situation alone, bro. Bro, I don't have nothing to say about that situation. We're so hard with saying, bro, I don't got nothing to say about that situation,
nothing,
bro.
should
I'm
be.
a girl dad. That's a very sensitive topic for me. Bro, I hope Shorty get herself together. You know what I'm saying? Much love to her, bro. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything that I could do to help, I just want to help. You know what I'm saying? I just want to help whatever she got going on, bro. Like, whatever it is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Exactly.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Nope. You want to give your opinion about some shit, and of course it can be taken any type of way because you're a moron, Tim. So you're just a moron.
I'm talking about people that act too grown for their age. We have males and female alike that act way growner than what they are. So we're not going to just go here and act like that every young girl that's out there on the street of Figueroa has just been thrust into that lifestyle, or somebody have forced them into that.
First of all, girl, who, first of all, who is we? Who's we? Because I know for 100% certain fact that this male, since he likes to call people females, I like to put it back, wants to try and tell me what to do. Couldn't be that. So must be he ain't talking to me. Whoever in the hell we is, it don't apply to me. But let's say that it did. Let's say that we applied to me. What we not going to do is sit here and act like every young female got thrust into the lifestyle or forced. I need some definitions. Unc, I need some definitions. Number one, what is young female? We talking about 18 and up? We talking about 17 and down? We talking about 14? First of all, I need definitions. What's young female? Okay, or young woman, whatever he said. Second of all, hold on. Let me just make sure I got him right. What did he tell me? No, we just established he wasn't talking to me. Right. What did he tell somebody, whoever is they not going to do? Real quick.
You have males and female alike that act way growner than what they are. So we're not going to just go here and act like that every young girl that's out there on the street, a figuror, has just been thrust into that lifestyle, or somebody have forced them into that. I think people be too smart for themselves, that they mind is minute in certain capabilities in certain aspects.
No, bro. Certain things you need to just leave alone, bro. Certain things. So you're essentially taking up for the people that's on Figueroa by saying what you're saying, bro. Some things don't need to be said, bro.
Why is he saying Figueroa?
Some things don't need to be said, bro.
It's true.
You shouldn't even be talking about that shit.
We got every type of person on this earth. It don't matter what age you is. And people see stuff. And you don't think when people see stuff that they can draw from the stuff that they see? So, however, I don't want to talk you guys ear over. We about to get into...
Son, this man is nasty, bro.
He's so upset.
This man is nasty, bro. He's nasty. So you buy buns out of whatever relationship that you in. You buy buns. You're unfaithful. You don't really take care of your kids too much.
Oh,
nigga, you're in Vegas at the fight while your kids is home, bro.
You shots
in Vegas
fired.
at the fight while your kids is home, bro.
Oh,
come on, son.
Oh,
not all the shorties on Figueroa is forced to be there. Even the young ones. Some of them is not forced to be there. They just fat, bro. That's a nasty argument.
It is nasty.
You shouldn't be arguing that unless you know them, and even then, you shouldn't still be. That's not something that we should be discussing, bro.
Period.
This is why I dislike social media. People that shouldn't have a voice have one, like Hefe, bro. It's nasty word. He's taking up for the people that's on Fig, bro.
To this woman content, you already know, man. It's the halfway.
Nasty word, bro.
We're going to commentate.
On the Figueroa corridor, 265 people were arrested.
So this is like the beginning of my video. It's so meta.
Yeah, she like the famous kid prostitute.
It's so meta because it's like I'm reacting to somebody, reacting to me, and this is my video right here that's playing from my other channel. Like where I do different videos. If you're not subscribed over there, it's BJ Investigates. But I don't really go live over there. I might have done it once, but this is a channel I go live on. But okay, so he's about to get into his reaction of the video, this Heffy, right? He's about to show his audience what he's so mad about. He's real upset. Okay, so he's about to show them. And remember, the title of the video is "This Karen Tried to Come for Me." Like he's a victim. Like I am the bully predator. And he is the victim prey. Okay. I'm the Karen who's just trying to come for him. Meanwhile, I didn't bother to learn his freaking name. Not even the fake one. Anyway.
Hey, bro, it's nasty word. He's taking up for the people that's on Fig, bro.
To this woman content, you already know, man. It's the halfway.
Nasty word, bro.
We're going to commentate.
On the Figueroa corridor, 265 people were arrested for using the internet to target kids for sexual abuse.
Yeah, she like the famous kid prostitute.
You are 100% correct, and it sounds crazy.
Yeah. So this is my video trailer.
You're out here flaunting this lifestyle. Like what?
That's Nova. I mean, that's her mom.
Make it look real fun.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem.
I think that's what makes so many people disturbed by this.
Long story short, yeah.
Oh, him.
Man, you feel me? And she come up missing.
Ugh.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
makes
For
me-
a couple of days,
ugh,
a couple of weeks, whatever
cringe.
you want to call it.
At one point, a 14-year-old girl was trapped for at least 3 days in a row at a South LA motel.
They were branding these young women. They were abusing them. They were drugging them. Just
If you are being forced to have relations with people and give the money to somebody else and you can't leave, it's a slavery situation.
How do you know how to say this? I'm like, because I was you before. She's just me 2.0.
Don't let this internet fool y'all. Don't let whatever she posts when I'm with her for 3 minutes and literally after that she told me I gotta go. Y'all need to pray for me because this shit is getting harder and harder by the day.
Somebody said Sharice Mills is definitely from Queens. If she is, her mama ain't from Queens. See, this is what you gotta think about.
I think this
bro.
is like a side
there's
thing.
Native people, and then there's people that parents and
So I'm gonna
grandparents is not
skip
from.
forward because I don't have the
family is from.
context. Okay, so
The fact that if I don't buy her, then you're going to basically kill her. I don't think that's going to make me more likely to want to purchase her.
Please do not send any hate or honestly comments of any kind to anyone mentioned in this video on behalf of me or yourself. The purpose of this video is to give my commentary and opinion on matters of public concern. Thank you.
hide your kids, hide your plug.
And she's not blonde.
Oh,
Kind to anyone mentioned
shots
in this video
fired.
on behalf of me or yourself. The purpose of this video
He
is
got
to
me.
give my commentary and opinion on matters of public concern. Thank you.
Oh, he's been lied to. Oh, he's upset. He's like, "Where's the blonde? Is the blonde in the room with us?" Oh, no!
Bro, Hefe said the reason why
Listen,
she didn't understand him
though
is
this
because
though.
she was
This actually truly come collect your badge because this proves he's a girl dad. This proves he's a girl dad. Like, wait a second. He was keeping tabs of the hair color. He was checking it. Yep. He's been asked before. How does this look? What does this look like? He's thought the thought before. It's just, wait, where's the blonde? He's in the room with us. Hold on. He's like, I'm finna get to the RICO indictment, but wait, where's the blonde? And I mean, like I said, I'm gonna have to go back down to the beauty school and get it lightened up a little bit because I want it to be, blonde.
see blonde, which he should have never said. Right? Because we don't want people saying we're not capable to think because of the color of our skin.
And I would never say, I would never say that.
Or braids or whatever.
Never would I.
Something that
I would never.
be saying.
Even if people say it about me, I wouldn't
she's
say
not
that.
Blonde. She is a brunette, isn't she? That looks like brown hair with some light blonde or light brown highlights.
He said, "Look at the roots.
Look at the roots."
Time of death, 11:43 a.m. Look at the roof. Hide your kids, hide your plug. The Hoover's criminal gang is running amok, and they are pulling in Tanea. No. They are pulling in Adam 2216 Gray Mason. They're pulling in Mark Leta. The web is webbing. The worlds have collided, and the collision course led them straight to a federal indictment and a RICO. Girl, let's talk about it. So first things first, we got to travel back in time. So I do timelines on this channel and predictions. Around December 7th, 2 years ago, 2023, Mark Leta posts a video interviewing a 13-year-old runaway. She's 13 years old. It's pretty much undisputed. I don't know. I didn't check her birth certificate, but that appears to be what's being presented here. Look at the title of the video. And I pitched a fit about it, and so did a lot of people. A lot of people stopped following Mark Leta because of this video. And it was because, namely, this child, this 13-year-old in the video, she was wearing like a bathing suit bikini top, and it was see-through. You could see straight through it, and it wasn't censored at all. You could just see through the shirt. It's 13-year-old, and they were talking about like S-work and just nasty stuff.
Have you been working some of the streets as a pro? How long has that been going on?
Since May.
Since May.
Yeah.
It's a horrifying life for a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. Every time like before I go to the blade or anything, like my stomach, it'll feel like I'm finna throw up. Like
I made a whole video about it. I'm not getting into it right now, but all that happened December 7th, 2023. In the video, Mark Leta discussed S-work, like I said, her client's supposed, estual preferences for younger children. She had braces in this interview, and notably, no tattoos, pretty much at all. are visible. She might have one. No face tattoos. Okay, so put a pin in that idea for later. In the video, she claims she used to live in Beverly Hills. She had a great life until her mother, her biological mother, Tanea, forced Nova, it's this little girl's name, she's forced to live with Tanea, her biological mother. And according to Nova, Tanea taught her a whole new lifestyle.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree. She has a father too.
Now, a lot of people had took issue with this at the time. One Reddit user made an ominous prediction at the time that I wanted to read to y'all. This is Sid Witch. I was able to catch the video before it was made private. One of the things Nova said repeatedly was that if she were to die today, no one would know. There's a real fear she has of being forgotten to the streets. She thanked
I just
Mark
want to
in the video.
say,
She
like,
said
I am taking this time of this playing to like read through and react to some of y'all's live comments. So like if y'all watch this video back and I'm like smiling like a deranged lunatic at this very dark subject matter, that is what I am smiling at. I do not find it to be entertaining or enjoyable at all. It actually took a lot longer than usual to make this video. Oh girl, not again. See, sometimes it's just a no. So I'm not laughing at that, just to be clear. Or smiling or whatever.
Her life because now she doesn't have to go back to the abusive PIMP that she was living with. She said that she met girls as young as 10 years old on Fig. Now, Fig is Figueroa Street or the Figueroa Corridor.
You can't be mad at a person for reacting to content that is out and that's on the internet.
Exactly.
I haven't heard her say anything wrong yet, bro.
Thank you.
Y'all niggas put everything out there on the internet.
It's the truth.
You're always mad is when somebody call y'all out on y'all bullshit.
Specifically, this area of Los Angeles, California, that is known to be rife with prostitution and substances. The comment goes on, there are many girls who are either trapped.
So I think we all like probably already even knew what Fig or like being on Fig or on the Blade or whatever it was, but even before this video, but like, you know, you just never know who knows what stuff is and who don't. So it's kind of like going through it. Like when people are saying like, when I was on Fig or like, you know, like she's on the Blade and on Fig, it's like, there's this place, it's a street, corridor, whatever. It's like it's a street. And basically in the video, I get into how like this Hoover indictment, it accuses this alleged criminal gang of being like the like exclusive, like basically like a mob bosses, like the exclusive rights to do S work down Figueroa was like, you know, people who they allowed to do it. That's what's being alleged in the lawsuit. So I'm kind of trying to explain that or whatever. But like, before I get to that, I kind of re-explain to people who is Nova. And so that's the part. Oh, thank you so much. Thank God the cousins are in the chat. I want to go check how many subscribers at the end of the video. Y'all don't let me forget. And yeah, it's not far from Mark Lata's studio. Somebody more familiar with down there, can you tell me how far is Adam 22 Gray Mason? Is he on Fig? Is he near Figueroa? Figueroa is the name of the street. But they, you know, Fig for short, for obvious reasons. So I'm gonna go back 10 seconds or whatever. But like, yeah, so I'm just kind of going through that. And yeah, it is true. Like, I don't know why they get so mad at me. Like, you're gonna hear him act like you're gonna hear this other guy, the Heffy, whose video you may have forgotten we're reacting to because he played so much of mine. But not my cousin right here, the other guy. I mean, probably that guy's my cousin too. I mean, that's the unfortunate reality. But anyway, like, I don't know. It kind of lets me think there's like hope for people and stuff too, if we're all kind of cousins. But anyway, so it's true. His commentary is so true, but I do appreciate him saying it. And he even said in here, like, got your back, cousin. Cause it's like, none of this should have been my business. This guy's going to act like this other Heffy guy's going to act like I shouldn't be speaking on this because whatever, fill in the blank reasons. Is it because I'm stupid? Is it because I got blonde hair? Is it because I'm white? Because I'm a civilian, whatever the case may be. But like, I wouldn't need to talk about this if y'all didn't make this child famous. And also, I would have never ever just pulled Nova out of the thin blue sky and made a video about it. It was other people bringing her up saying Nova is the one in the indictment. So I wanted to investigate, is that true or is that not? Because they have made this child very famous. And then she's gone missing before. and they enlisted the public's help in finding her. So at this point, this is a child of public concern. She runs away. She goes missing. I was very concerned about her whenever she appeared on Mark Leta's channel for the first time that I ever found out about her, with wearing almost nothing. You know, she had bottoms on, but like you could see straight through the little bikini bra she was wearing. It was frankly alarming. And it was kind of a watershed moment. A lot of people stopped following him because of it.
I haven't heard her say anything wrong yet, bro. Y'all niggas put everything out there on the internet. Now you're always mad is when somebody call y'all out on y'all bullshit.
Specifically this area of Los Angeles, California, that is known to be rife with prostitution and substances. The comment goes on, there are many girls who are either trafficked or are runaways. With nowhere to go, they end up on a blade. This is a street where someone walks down for this type of work, somewhere in some city. It's happening more often than we realize. I say all that to say, even though it's uncomfortable to hear her story, she deserves to be able to tell it. Great, wonderful, no problem there. And I've always agreed. I think she should be allowed to tell her story with parental consent, which is the law, and dressed with clothes on. I don't think it's appropriate or proper.
He's
for
nodding.
A grown man.
He's
in
nodding.
His 60s or however
Thank
old
God.
he is, Mark Leta, to be talking about S work with a child who's okay. So that's I think we should all be able to agree on that. And then showing that and distributing it to us.
It's
and then
crazy.
He put it behind a paywall. So then eventually he blurs out. He censors out the chest of this child, and then he's like, "Oh, if you want the uncensored version, so the child with no shirt on, talking about S work.
Look at his face.
What's her Instagram
He's like,
handle and all kind of other things." Again, I already made a video about this. Basically, Mark lets everyone know where to find, how to find, what her name is, how she.
So y'all get the gist of what's going on. So obviously, she's doing her investigations.
He paused that like. He paused like a bad part because it kind of looks like a sleigh. Like it's kind of like, yeah, like looks like she's doing something kind of good. Like, wait, hold on. I'm kind of interested. I already know what the video is about. And I'm like, wait, let it keep playing. It's my video. He's kind of like, no wonder the video went viral. People ran from over here and came to see the video. Just kidding. His don't have that much views. But he just continues to like, kind of like, sort of like, he's a fan, and he continues to prove that it's actually his feelings are hurt. And look, I'm willing to bury the hatchet with him if he makes a video coming out and saying, you know, I could see how the way that I said that was diabolical. And in fact, and indeed, like children, even if my previous perception was like they be fast. They don't all be thrust in the life. I'm going to amend my position. I'm giving him a script. He could say something like this. I'm going to amend my position upon further reflection. And as a girl dad, just thinking about somebody doing and thinking and saying and even having that conversation about my daughter is not something that I would ever want. It's disgusting. It's deplorable. Come to think of it. And I'm not going to be doing that anymore. And then, you know, we could just move right on. Probably cousins anyway. But I mean, as of right now, it's just making you look worse and me look even better. And we already started off not really on great playing field because of the opinions you've expressed. Woo!
What her name is, how she.
So y'all get the gist of what's going on. So obviously, she's doing her investigations. She's going to Adam, going to under white belly, wherever she can find information.
Soft white underbelly. Do we have to wow you out today, champ? Chocolate grimace. Do we have to wow you out today?
Oh,
champ?
he did not say.
Information from pertaining to Nova and the Hoovers and the situations. She's bringing everything together and reacting to it like the rest of us. Now,
under white belly.
I don't know if she thinks that she's in like some type of different lead or
get the F out of here, bros.
It's called a league, not a lead. And I am in a different league. It's called God's Favorite, but I'm not the only one in it, but you're clearly not in it. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm in a different league. Period. I am in competition with exactly nobody. There's not one person, entity, being, or thing that can compete with me. So I'm the best in the world at what I'm doing. Period. So yeah, I am in a different league, but like, that doesn't mean other people can't also be in their own different league. Like if anybody could take it upon themselves to say, you know what, I'm God's favorite too. And I'm in a different league too. Anybody could do that. Instead of just doing that, they want to act like I'm not obviously in a different league than them, namely this man. You know who else is in the league with me? The new cousin we found, Tufstino, and point and shoot. You know, nobody competition with nobody and not one thing. This man, if he worried more about his own self, he could actually do something out here. I mean, probably not. I'm just trying to be supportive and encouraging and optimistic and respect my elders, but like, probably not. But yes, I do think I'm in a different league. Yes, I do.
Do we have to wow you out today, champ?
Information from pertaining to Nova and the Hoovers in the situations, she's bringing everything together and reacting to it like the rest of us. Now,
like the rest of them. So what am I doing so different?
If she thinks that she's in like some type of different lead or
get the F out of here, bro. Bro, they said he was a creep. I ain't believe it until now. Well, salute to the Republic, champ. Salute to Shorty, whatever Shorty name is.
That's me.
For doing the content. Salute to everybody that's calling these people out, man.
Yes.
Whoever she fancies herself to be, but
why are you so mad, bro?
Why
are you so mad that somebody's disgusted at the way this child was put out there, bro?
Good question.
Why are you so mad? Why are you mad?
I want to know.
I'm thinking she mentioned Aunt Hefe.
I did.
But
not by name.
That's because you be going on Fig and you be picking shit up, bro. Let's just keep it square. You are a Figueroa goer, champ.
Oh.
You are a Figueroa goer, champ.
I'm really kind of confused and I'm trying to restrain.
About what?
That's clear.
About what?
Calling this lady out her name. You know what I'm saying?
What did she say?
Order in the open air prison. Y'all, the man titled the video, "This Karen tried to come for me." The title of the video is calling me out of my name by definition. So really what he meant to say was, I'm trying not to cuss this bitch TF out or something. Like he wanted to say something real violent or mean spirited. Something that he knew I might call the freaking cops on him for. Cause he gets mad about that. Look at the duper's delight on his face. I'm trying to avoid calling her out of her name. No, you're not. You titled the video, "This Karen." What you were mad and disgusted in this moment, in my opinion, from my psychic reading of your face, you were mad and disgusted that I was one B word out here on this MFN place who you weren't not about to just say any and every damn thing about. All of a sudden, perhaps for the first time in your life, you might have met somebody that, I don't know, you would have had to pick on somebody your own size. Now, look, listen, I already know from the sheriff of YouTube that you won't really step up to certain people, you little cucked. By Adam 16 Grand Mason, maybe? Adam 16 Grand Mason. Do I have this? Yeah, I was getting up to speed on the investigation. There's a point and shoot video about how Adam Grand Mason maybe did not try to stir up like gang fights on his like beef, like poke up the beef or whatever, like you know what I mean, like pour flames on the fire or whatever, as he does, kind of like exactly how he did the night before Brick Baby and Loose Cannon both got arrested. The night before, whenever he was poking the beef bear or whatever. I don't know. It's just patterns I notice, but like y'all can continue to go on there and do your stupid beef out in public so people like me can see it if you want, but then don't get mad when people like me start talking about it because now you put it all in our face. I've been watching what for Adam Grand Mason and what he's doing over there for years since he let my ops on there and say whatever they wanted to say. Okay, so this lore, the beef, it's very complex and multi-layered. All right. I think so too. Amber TSW said, I think that this is a case of he actually regrets his remarks on Adam's show in hindsight. And that's what he should say. That is what a real man would do. That is what a man with integrity would do. It's not that a man with integrity doesn't make mistakes. They probably make them daily. It's that they say, hold on, I'm going to pump the brakes right here. I'm going to listen to criticism. And I'm going to ask myself what kind of man I want to be, what kind of dad I want to be, what kind of public figure I want to be. Because probably we cousins anyway, and you out here attacking me, knowing that I'm not the one in the wrong. I mean, I'd hardly call this an attack. And he has the right to make a video. He has the full right to make a video. Y'all aren't going to see me copyright claiming. Y'all aren't going to see me saying he shouldn't have said this, that. I mean, well, there's stuff he shouldn't have said. But like, whatever. Say what you got to say. But make sure it actually makes any kind of damn sense, because instead of all this video, you could have just said, yeah, that looks crazy. Now that I'm watching it back, like that wasn't the right thing to say. I got caught up in the moment. Adam was encouraging me. Yes. As Tuff would say, on my soul. I do like that he says that, on my soul, instead of like on the dead homies. I like that he says that. Oh my God. Poking the beef bear. Yeah. I mean, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Champ.
I'm really kind of confused, and I'm trying to.
That is clear.
About what?
Calling this lady out her name. You know what I'm saying?
What did she say?
He's trying to reframe. Okay, look, he told on himself. He told on his frontal lobe. He just gave it away. The jig is up. Okay. I'm really kind of confused. And I'm trying to avoid calling this lady out her name, meaning my brain is scrambled and fried. I have no legitimate or intelligent or ethical arguments or anything that would make any sense to say. So I'm trying to avoid just cussing her out. He's told on himself. He's told on himself. He told you.
Champ.
I'm really kind of confused, and I'm trying to refrain
About what?
From
about what?
Calling this lady out her name. You know what I'm saying?
What did she say?
Yeah.
Yo.
He's about to tell you. He gets into what I said.
What did she say that was wrong, bro? What did she say, bro?
Y'all gonna see.
See, bro, that's why I don't be respecting niggas, bro. These niggas gotta earn my respect, bro. I'm not afraid of none of these niggas, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna say what I want. Period. I'm gonna say exactly what I want to say, bro.
Yeah.
Because the choice of words that she chose to use and not really understanding the situation, and you're just talking for real. You're just talking, you're investigating something you probably really don't understand, and you're just talking.
Okay.
You're just talking. Like, but what are you doing to help the situation? Are you donating to...
Keep this in mind. The whole, I don't understand. Obviously, he's saying, I don't understand what's really going on with these fast, grown little girls. I don't understand, so I should just keep my mouth shut, even though they put it all up in my face. Keep it in mind that he said that, all right? Because I got a receipt, an exhibit of sorts in the visual aid pile, the slides. You'll see whether or not I understand the situation I'm talking about or not.
Real. You're just talking, you're investigating something you probably really don't understand, and you're just talking. You're just talking. Like, but what are you doing to help the situation? Are you donating to, you know what I'm saying, some of these charities? Are you going out to do the footwork on Fig? Are you really trying to help these people? Do you think just cover?
Nope, she's commenting just like the rest of these people do. She's
Period. First of all. Second of all. I'm going to say it, girl. Second, girl, I can't say it. No, I'm not. I'm not going to donate to anything. I'm not going to do any of that. But the very least, and also another thing too is like, I noticed that this is a very specific, like kind of like insult. they call me the Karen is one. And then saying I'm jealous of someone else getting views. It always happens in whenever I make videos about Mark or I make videos about Adam, 16 Grand Mason. People say I'm just jealous they're getting views. And what are you doing to help? I'm not a freaking public servant. What's my duty to help? What's my duty to help? Now, arguments can be made. Arguments can be made. I am helping with the videos. I'm raising awareness. And truly, that is why I make the videos. To educate, to entertain, and to raise awareness. To hopefully effectuate some type of change for the positive in the direction of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all the people. But in particular, you know, at least where I kind of like live, which is the United States of America, I understand these laws here. But why do they always come at me like I got to get out and start walk? They want me to walk the blade. They're out here saying anybody down there who's not Hoover affiliated gets put in a dog kennel and got to eat cat food and might not even ever be seen alive again. And they're like, why don't you come down over here? I would rather not, actually. I would rather stay in my freaking house where I live and not be lambasted and bombarded with this degeneracy. But alas, you know, the Lord had put it on my algorithm. The Lord had put it on my algorithm. So I saw it. I said some things. And the way you doubling down makes me want to just triple down. It was nasty. You should just admit it. We all know it. And it's okay to just say you were wrong about something. For everyone out there, it's okay. It's okay.
Donating to, you know what I'm saying, some of these charities? Are you going out to do the footwork on Fig? Are you really trying to help these people? Do you think just cover?
Nope, she's commenting just like the rest of these people do. She's commenting because it's YouTube and y'all put this shit out there and it's disgusting. She's commenting because a child is being exploited by grown men. And you as a black man with daughters don't care about it. As a matter of fact, you said that you would tell your daughters, don't be out here giving up the nana for free, make them pay for it. So essentially, you're about to put your daughters on Fig. And you can feel whatever way you want to feel about a nigga because you ain't going to do nothing.
Oh.
Period.
Oh. Wait.
That's what you said.
I almost just had a stroke. Not really. I'm being dramatic. But, oh my God. Did my new cousin just now say that this man had a discussion with his own daughter about not giving up the private part, fill in the blank, for free, but instead charging people money? What made me have to break out the fan? Okay. What made me have to break out the fan was very specifically because I already saw this video, but like the first time I was watching it, I didn't know what was coming up next. Now I know what's coming up next. And this cretin oaf is about to, from the fires of Mount Doom, it seems, is about to, in a few minutes, form his crusted at the corner's mouth to speak on my father. Pour one out for the dead dads. And it made me actually think about the actual stroke or heart attack I would have if my father, under any freaking circumstance in my entire life, the 27 years I lived while he was alive, would have ever formed his mouth to begin a conversation about this. And I'm hearing that this man not only discouraged being an S worker, but said actually, in fact, and indeed that that his daughter should do it. Whoa. It is way worse out here than I actually originally thought. Oh, nah. Rest in peace to your dad. See, this is why I was wilding on him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. My dad comes up in the slideshow. We'll get to it. Okay, we'll get to it.
Free, make them pay for it. So essentially, you're about to put your daughters on Fig. And you can feel whatever way you want to feel about it, nigga, because you ain't going to do nothing.
Oh.
Period.
Oh.
That's what you said. You're a bad influence for your girl daughters.
True.
You're a bad man, Tim. On my soul. You're a bad man.
Yep. It's bad. Come to
You're
the light.
a bad man.
Come to the light.
Printed and calling people degenerates and
he can't even say degenerate.
Helping the situation.
He said degenerate.
I think some people like.
Wait, hold on.
Like
hold
so
on. I think this man just.
Is helping.
I think this man just said that he was helping the situation. I fear it's worse than I thought. Let me run it back.
You're a bad man, champ.
A degenerate.
Printed and calling people degenerates and trying to call people out or is helping the situation.
He's helping it.
I think some people like fancy themselves like so smart.
I am.
They forget other capacities and spaces of the minute mind.
What?
He been watching too much Dr. Umar, whoever. The minute mind. Minute means little. Minute mind isn't what I think you wanted to say. That being said, you might have meant subtle. Did you mean subtle? That being said, again, I know it's easy to look around the background and and look at my hair color, whether it's blonde or brown girl, and don't look at the roots too close though, and make assumptions about who I am today and about where I've been in my life. And I know everybody's grandmother, grandfather, whoever told them, you know what happens when you assume. Okay, so keep it in mind that this man thinks I fancy myself, which where in the London colonialism British goddamn hell did he drag that damn word up from? I fancy myself to do something? Hold up. Let me make sure he's not a British spy or something, because we don't talk like that. I fancy myself? That's strange. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this is honestly like such a good point. Like I went to Ivy League law school and passed the bar on the first try. So I wasn't even going to get into that. Yeah, no, I mean, other dads have nothing to do with this. My dad had problems. My dad was very far from perfect. The man had issues and he aggravated me and got on my nerves a lot of times. Okay. I know it's like, I'm always like, hyping him up and stuff, but like actually the stuff I had to complain about my dad, girl, I mean, at least whenever he was doing like really crazy stuff, he would like get down the road. Like when he was around us, he was not talking about what these people appear to believe is normal and acceptable and appropriate. He actually did instill within me morals and standards and boundaries and values that are not up for negotiation. Give me liberty or give me literally death. So it's like, I mean, it's freaking the fact that this man is going to form his mouth. When he forms his mouth to say that stuff he's going to say about my daddy, we're going to go to the slideshow. All right. That's when we're going to go to the slideshow. All right. He thinks I think I'm so smart that I don't understand like the common person because I'm just this out of touch rich lady. It's actually kind of cute because it shows how good I am at like, faking it till I make it.
They forget other capacities and spaces of the minute mind.
What? This nigga is dumb as hell, bro. Like, bro, it's just, bro, bro, like, bro, you just the dumbest nigga on earth, bro, for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's just what it is, bro. So we gonna go through a couple of pictures for you, champ, on my soul.
Steelers princess. Stop. Oh my
because
God.
of certain things that you say, that's just terrible.
No.
It is a BAN, real talk, bro. But when I say this, people, why you hating on Ant? I'm not. I don't hate on nobody doing anything, bro. I don't hate on nobody doing anything, bro. But come on, man. Come on, bro. I knew from the first time he mentioned my name that he had a problem. There was something wrong with him because I did nothing wrong.
Oh, he knew something was wrong with him.
Wow. And you wanna know what's crazy? I didn't even watch this. All I saw was a thumbnail, and I seen it had the cream cheese girl. And he's
all right, we got to do powder sugar or something else.
Another cream cheese girl, but still has not yet checked Adam.
That's true. King cream cheese.
And this the theory is really testing out for me that, you know what I'm saying, blondes are kind of like slow. So
she's not blonde.
Or slow.
She's not blonde, bro.
We're going to get back into the rest of this content, and you already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
Deals or whatever, you realize that, you know.
Oh, so he's mad because she used the clip with Adam talking and Hefe sitting next to him?
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
Now, again, that's up for debate whether that happened or not. This degenerate sitting next to Adam said that some of these children deserve it.
It's
pretty
him.
much because the children be grown and fast and they thrust theyself into the lifestyle.
Some people be fast and thrust themselves into that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just all because they underage that they being tricked. Some people be grown and fast and thrust themselves into it.
So that should give you a pretty good idea of why nobody comes forward around these creeps. Shout out, though, to Almighty Suspect, who actually was the voice of reason through here. And shout out to all the girl dads who actually stand up for the babies in these conversations, because I know it's hard whenever all these degenerates are just like, but I thought everybody does that.
Yeah, shorty.
Yeah, man, everybody knows they doing that. Like when they're sitting around.
Yeah, yo, I like her. I like her. I like her, bro.
Thank you.
You hear me?
That's why I was like, yes, cousins.
She's fire.
Ha!
She's fire. What's her name? She's fire. Microphone's fire.
Hey.
The little shit in the background is fire. You got the Libra scale in the back. I rock with that. She's fire.
Yay. Yeah, he has.
Fire that nigga. Fire him. He can't do nothing but call you a B curse word. That's
True.
the only thing he can do.
That's
he
it.
can't do nothing else. He's soft. He's not going to do nothing else but call you the B curse word.
Actually, cousin, he didn't even do that. He knew. He knew he better not. He knew he better not. He knew he better not. The demons or God or something was talking to him. The voices were speaking and saying, don't do that. Don't. That might be a point of no return. I mean, my daddy's ghost might have showed up at the end of his bed and pulled off his toes or something. I mean, it would have not been a good move. Okay, so he didn't even do that. And he better freaking not.
That nigga. Fry him. He can't do nothing but call you a B curse word. That's the only thing he can do. He can't do nothing else. He's soft. He's not going to do nothing else but call you the B curse word, champ. That's all he's going to do. He doesn't have the mental capacity. Remember, he has a minute brain.
Mm-hmm. He did say that.
Champ, I rock with her. I'm subbing to her too. That ass.
I know it's hard whenever all these degenerates are just like, but I thought.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I thought everybody does that.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That's not damn
everybody knows they doing that. Like when they're sitting around doing that, it's like actually kind of hard, I'm sure, for them to be like, no, we have to like literally say, I can't hang out with you. You're a child predator. He's like, I have daughters. This isn't cool. Like, so shout out to him on that. We don't always say eye to eye, but I got to give him a shout out.
It's still crazy. I don't hear it. She come with 10,000 hot ready. I'm cool on that. You are a baby. I don't want no parts of that. I'm good.
Exactly, sus. And this is how they're supposed to treat them.
That's it. That's all.
But it's the same thing as if a 10-year-old or 12-year-old wants to put in work for a gang. They treat them the same way. Well, 10,000 hot ready. I'm cool on that. You are a baby. I don't want no parts of that. I'm good. Exactly, sus. And this is how they're supposed to treat them. But it's the same thing as if a 10-year-old or 12-year-old wants to put in work for a gang. They treat them the same way. Well, He said he wanted to do it. Like, that niggas is corny for that, bro. You should be turning little man away, tell him go finish high school, man.
Exactly.
Go to college.
That's like real man behaviors y'all are hearing.
At 12 years old and going to YA.
You are ready to go down. You finna go under the jail. I just can't do it, bro. I got 2 girls. We're not playing like that.
Oh, my son.
It's completely off.
Anyway, the degenerate pipes
y'all heard
back
that?
in and
Y'all heard that? Like, I got 2 girls. I like can't even. He's like, I honestly, I can't even participate in the conversation. I have 2 daughters. I can't even, like, no. The answer is no. I'm not going to be, this isn't like a up for debate type of thing. No. Just absolutely freaking not. That is what made me think and gave me the impression that, like, this is girl dad behavior. This is someone who has daughters and actually cares about them and doesn't want them to grow up being a Nova. This is someone who looks at a Nova and thinks that is someone's daughter. That is a little girl. Or that is someone's son. That is a little boy, a little child. No. I mean, I was going to say, I don't even care if he's a PI, whatever. I mean, I kind of do. Like, I think it's just like, I'll reserve my opinions on it. But like, I can put it aside to say this is still how people should, men in a room full of 5, 6, 8, 10, however many men, be the one who says, no, actually, absolutely not. No, I have 2 daughters and I'm just not. Because maybe you don't want your daughter to grow up like me. But a big reason why I ended up making it out of the, where I was born into the where I am today is because my dad gave a beep if some predator was around. Okay. He would, even if it wasn't us, that's the thing. Because he had daughters, he understood like what it means to have like, there's like a little like vulnerable girl in the world. We need our dads and our families as little girls to protect us and our moms. But this situation right here, I keep focusing on dads because in this video I said girl dad, and Heffy, he did not like it because he's a girl dad, or so he thought. I mean, I'm not giving him that badge. But almighty suspect, I have not agreed with this man on much. But y'all know I have the ability to say that particular behavior. I gotta say, yes, that is exhibit A. That is how you do it. Thank you again to him. Because if we don't have 1 or 2, this one right here, I'll give him a shout out too. This one right here, I don't know his name either. I don't know him from Adam. I don't know anything about him. But he also did not really play with their conversation, I will say. He said, nah, I used to be one of them guys at high school. When he's like, when I'm in high school, I was one of the guys who wanted to date the pretty popular girls or whatever. But there was 30-year-old men coming to pick them up. And even then I knew that's wrong. So I'll give it to him too. But really, I mean, suspect is the one who's clapping his hands. I mean, he said it with his full chest and it looked like he meant it. He's a good actor, if not. This is why I said it's girl dad
12
behavior.
years old and going to YA.
You are ready to go down. You finna go under the jail. I just can't do it, bro. I got 2 girls. We're not playing like that.
Oh, my son.
That's what made it make sense.
Anyway, the degenerate pipes back in and says this has been going on for the longest, with 30-year-olds coming to pick up 14-year-olds from high school.
I'm just saying that from this standpoint. Like, I remember, and it was going on before my time. And this shit was probably this shit. I don't know if it's going everywhere, but I know out here, like, it was going on when I was in high school. Man, how many older dudes that you seen that you knew from the neighborhood or from somewhere else was pulling up to the school, picking girls up?
Yeah, right. Yo, no, that shit happens everywhere. There was a couple of girls I tried to holler at, and they had older boyfriends that was picking them up. That doesn't make it okay, doofus. It just doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay.
Duh.
It doesn't make it okay.
Hello? Anybody home? It's wrong, still wrong.
If your daughter gets picked up from high school by a 20-year-old, 30-year-old man, you just gonna be like, oh, well, this shit been going on since before my time. This is just the way it is. Oh, well, go ahead, babe. This is just the way it is. Nigga, are you dumb? Are you stupid? You're making excuses for it.
Not from the neighborhood, but that happened to me. I had a crush on this chick.
Whether it's from the neighborhood or whether it was a grown man that you know pulling up, you know for sure. We in high school, she probably 15, 16. This dude is easily 25, 27, 30, pulling up, picking her up, knocking her down.
Bro, when I was 16, but does that he's knocking down high school Jones. He's 30. It's been going on forever. Like, bro, this nigga's crazy, bro. Hefe is not a good person. I've been telling you this for months already. He's not a good person, bro. He's not.
I was in middle school and I was mad this nigga was coming to pick up. No cap. I'm like, you taking all the middle school pussy. I'm trying to talk to this. And yo, grown ass, grown up to this.
Hey, in a Mustang, something sick.
Nigga,
disgusted.
I was so upset.
When I was 16, I lost my to a 25-year-old in a Mercedes.
Anyway, another clip here. This is ATM Richie warning Tanea and her daughter over alleged role.
So that was the end of the clip that he was like so mad about, right? Like that was it. You know, it was pretty much, y'all just watched it. You could rewind it. I don't know. Maybe he plays it again. There's many ways to watch it, but like, that's the clip. That's the clip that made it in my video from him. Maybe some other clips, but like, that's the one where I called him a creep and a degenerate or whatever. Cause I said, you know, with creeps like this around, Nova says in her most recent or one of the most recent interviews that she did on Soft White Underbelly is that people treat her now. She's 15 years old, face tattoos. They treat her now a certain way because she's now known as being fast or, you know, words that I won't say, but it's really terrible. And it's heartbreaking to imagine, you know, being, cause I have been a 14-year-old girl before in my life, 15. I keep calling her 14 cause she was 14, you know, when I made most of the content or whatever. She's been 14, but she's 15 and she'll be 16, I think, in December. So it's really impossible for me to imagine because I've never really been in the situation. But like, you know, I went to school on the other side of the tracks, as it were. We had big rivalry with across the Intercoastal Canal school named Bruley. Okay. They got the funding. We got the special ed. You know what I mean? And I remember you know, when we would go over there for, you know, football games or whatever, they would come to us, like the parents would look at us, the cheerleaders and the dancers and the, you know, the little kids on the other, you know, on Port Allen High School team. They would look at us. And I remember one time, I will never forget this. I don't remember who it was. I don't even remember what year it was, but I think it was probably around 2006. I think I was in 11th grade, I think. And this dad looked at me and we were dancing because we were finally winning. I mean, usually we weren't going to win. We usually weren't going to win the football game, but we were winning this time. You know, it's like every year, the big rivalry. And this dad of the other, you know, the little uppity, you know, they were still in public school in freaking Louisiana. Okay. It's like crabs in a barrel. All right. But, you know, that was kind of like the white school at the time. Now it's a little more, you know, I would say like evened out, but like, you know, they very much so like would look down on everybody in our school. And like, we were kids. I was probably 15. I was probably literally 15 years old at the time. I might've been 16. And I was just dancing and celebrating and being excited that our team was winning or scored a touchdown or something. And this freaking dad from the other school, he looked over at me and he was like, "You are so trashy." And I just remember feeling like what must be. I took it so personally that like someone's dad who cared enough to like come to a football game would like say that to a little girl. I mean, at the time I thought I was a grown up too. Don't we all? We all think we're grown. We all think we know more than everybody when we're 15. But like something was just so crushing about that. And that is just such a tiny, stupid little experience. Some idiot thought I was trashy. Like, shut up. You were probably just mad I'm prettier than your stupid daughter or something. You know, really like thinking about it. I don't really care now, but I do remember how it affected me in the moment. Now, take that. There wasn't even social media. Okay. Facebook hadn't been invented. Facebook didn't exist. Okay. So, or at least to us. I mean, girl, they probably been working on it for a while. But anyway. Now take that little tiny little stupid little dumb thing of someone of no consequence who had no say over my career at all whatsoever. Something that happened on the bleachers at Port Allen High or Bruley High School in 2007. Who cares? Now multiply that by a little girl who's, you know, clearly doesn't have a father figure at all. And the mom is doing what the mom is doing. Grown men in their circle are calling her fast, and she, like, almost implying that she deserves it. Like, the only people that we should reserve sympathy for at all are not people who are fast, are not children who, in this degenerate's, estimation, thrust theyself into. Nova has said she gets pointed at, she gets whispered about, she hears people talking about her. So if Nova were to go to someone, anyone, and say, I am being abused and trafficked, are they going to give this reaction? It seems like probably. It seems like probably. That's Nova. You mean a 15-year-old who's a prostitute? That's what Adam said, as if to say she deserves it. Go watch my video, because I do have all those clips. But that's the whole clip. You know, I'm saying, look, these guys are sitting around saying some girls thrust themselves into the lifestyle, and so therefore they must not be victims. And I think this is all just a song and dance to get around the whole Nova stuff. But Adam and ATM Richie are like exactly the two specific people who brought this rumor to the forefront about it being Nova at all. So take it up with him. But he won't take it up with him. He wants to talk about the other cream cheese person and not his cream cheese ass boss with the last name Grand Mason. 16. I don't know if they put the 16 on officially legally or not yet. So he could have ended this clip right here. All right. He could have ended the clip right here. But he keeps playing more and more of my clips. Like, it makes no sense. He just keeps playing it. And I think it's because he's a fan and he's mesmerized. He just wanted to see what came next.
No cap. And I'm like, you taking all the middle school pussy. I'm trying to talk to this. And your grown ass drove up to this.
Hey, in a Mustang, something sick. I'm disgusted.
I was so upset.
When I was 16, I lost my to a 25-year-old in a Mercedes.
Anyway, another clip here. This is ATM Richie warning Tanea and her daughter over alleged.
I will say is also predatory. A 25-year-old woman with a 15-year-old man is just as bad. A 15-year-old boy. I'm thinking of him as a man now. He's a man now. A boy at 15, no, you a predator too. You a predator too.
In the Hoover Rico.
Dead homies. Nova know what time it is. Nova better stay out the way for better days and better plays. Dead homies. Her and her punk ass mama. It's not playing. Niggas is not.
He's saying this about a 14-year-old.
Nova? You mean the little girl?
She better stay out the way.
Playing with nobody.
And this nigga ATM Richie is just talking, bro. He's just talking. But what he's saying is nasty work.
Just know that.
Poetic Flacco even brings it up on No.
The 5'5" champ. The lack of laps. Nigga.
No.
Have y'all seen what ATM Richie said about
that is a lap right there, champ. Sheesh.
Yeah. So so apparently he's blaming Nova for being the reason why P4 is in jail. I didn't know this to be true.
He said he's gonna R-word milk, right?
So he's playing it again.
By the way,
this is the clip.
I didn't even know that he had anything to do with that girl. Right. I didn't know nothing.
ATM Richie is the one who brought Nova's name out, and then Adam Grandmason said, "We know it happens. Look at Tanea's kid." They're the ones who did it. The man is degenerate. He needs to be investigated. Earlier, last month, Tanea, during all of this, is now whining about being a single mom at the laundromat. And she's homeless again. She got her son back from Texas. Her daughter is a 304 and, quote, got worse.
I sat and cried in the car today. Because I don't know what y'all see, but I know what I see. Literally.
I see a worthless person that's mad they have to take accountability for the life that they created. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? You're mad you gotta wash clothes, stink butt? Oh my son. Stink butt?
Oh, this black woman.
He said stink butt.
Literally.
Bitch, you doing laundry.
Living the life of a single mom, doing everything literally by herself. And God, I'm not gonna cry. And it just trips me out because it's.
You wanna know what's crazy? Before I got my car, right? It was a couple of months, bro. I was out here without a car, bro.
Right? That's hard.
And I used to have to take all the clothes to the laundromat because my girl would stay home with the kids. I didn't want her lugging around the laundry, like 2-3 big ass bags of laundry. Let me go do the laundry.
Real man behavior.
And you can fold the clothes and put them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is just the life of somebody who has to have clean clothes. Now, what if I was, oh man, this is the life of a dad. No! Oh man, this is the life of, man, I'm all sweaty bringing these clothes and I'm doing like, bro, you're a grown up, dummy.
It's not like I don't want no job.
No,
it's not like I never tried to have a job, but it's like every time I'm at a job.
Then she got 6 kids and she just had a brand new one. And I mean, the baby's very cute. Okay. It's not kids' fault. It's never a kid's fault. But like, I mean, if I'm going to say this, if I personally had 1 kid, it would like throw my whole entire life out of whack. Like the whole thing would have to be rearranged. Everything would change. Then now if I had 6, and that's like with a fiance, soon to be husband who supports me, who would help, who would go and drive to the laundromat if need be. I mean, we got a washer dryer that works right now. Thank God. But like, it's a lot of kids to take care of with nobody helping you. I bet it is stressful. But like, it feels like there's like some personal accountability needs to be took at some point. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm all sweat. I'm not speaking out of turn. Want to know why? Because she made it all our business when she put this thing out here, and she's putting her child out here. She's calling her own daughter a 304. Like, where is a child to derive her self-esteem? If no dad is around, her mother is calling her a B word and a 304 and every single thing but a child of God. She's even calling her her own personal little, Nova tried to have a little side name she wanted to have, and her mom outed that name. It's like, come on. No, it is my freaking business. I will speak on it.
Bring these clothes and I'm doing like, bro, you're a grown up, dummy.
It's not like I don't want no job. It's not like I never tried to have a job, but it's like every time I'm at a job, I'm doing another job at the job. True story. I'm getting fired just because I'm helping another woman with her problems. I will put my problems down and pick somebody else's up. My heart, and then cry. Because there's not so many people like me, and I'm fine with it. I don't have no problem with it, but it's just the fact that what mothers go through and how life be playing out. I've been through it's a whole piece of motherfucking work. And I just can't believe it sometimes, like, this is where I'm at. I don't even care about a man, but I'm going to keep it going because I know it's something got to give. Because how I got here is even crazier.
The ad-libs are vicious on that day. She was really ad-libbing.
He's my cousin too.
I ain't gonna lie, but...
And I think I put this in here just to show y'all how
All right, so y'all seen it and heard it.
You could have, I forgot we was watching an Effie's video.
No! Me too.
You could have been stopped that, bro, after she called you a degenerate and all that.
For you guys is on odds. So this lady chose to use the word degenerate. Well,
I did.
Say it. Degenerate.
The scrotum in which was shot. The scrotum in which he was shot from.
First of all,
he's a degenerate.
First of all, the man had 2 false starts at the insult. If you are going to come at somebody with a yo mama or a yo daddy, and especially if they dead, you trying to comfort a juggler, the jugular, you are going for the kill shot. Okay. So you cannot miss. One more time. If you are trying to comfort somebody with an insult about the yo mama or yo daddy, and in particular, whenever the said mama or daddy is dead, you cannot miss. And he did so not only once, but twice. Not only once, but twice. The scrotum from which you The man is glitching. That's because my daddy had a hold of his freaking vocal cord. Like, you better fucking not. Listen to the false start of the iterate.
They chose to use the word degenerate. Well, let me say this.
Say it.
Not degenerate, degenerate, champ.
Let's hear
The
it.
scrotum in which was shot, the scrotum in which you were shot from, he's a degenerate.
You couldn't even say it correctly, champ, because you have no brain motion, champ. On my server.
Woo! Lord. Okay. However.
Let's just say that. So.
Okay. Let's just say it. Let's just say it. I think now would be a good time for the PowerPoint. Oh wait, I want to be on the screen too. There we go. It's time for the PowerPoint. Okay. I just, by this point in the video, I was like, no, actually I need visual aids because this man, it actually, it is supposed to like enrage you when somebody does make like a yo mama or a yo daddy, joke or whatever. And in my opinion, it's like kind of like a little bit of like sexual harassment. In my opinion, I personally feel sexually harassed by this man because he forced me to think about a vile and grotesque sex act, which would frankly, like he basically thrusted incest on me, frankly, because he's talking about my father's private parts, like directly to me in a specifically and particularly degenerate way. Like he's not like, oh, the moment that your parents procreated. No. First of all, he's talking about disgusting and deplorable terminology such as scrotum. Like I already told y'all, like that is not appropriate for daughters and dads to even be thinking about each other. That is disgusting, nasty, and dare I say demonic behaviors. Okay, first of all. And second of all, he made quite possibly the biggest mistake of his entire life by coming for my daddy. Because there's nothing anybody can say or do to make me forget all the lessons my dad taught me and to make me unaware of how much better of not only a dad, but of like actually a man he was than most men I ever have met in my life. I mean, I'm saying he was like the top 5 to 10% of all of them that ever existed. And so some like buffoon who was spawned in the fires of Mount Mordor, there's no capability of that person to possibly affect me by talking about my very loved and very respected father. Nothing. Especially whenever I see what kind of dad this guy is. I would hope that the likes of this freak would not approve of how my dad was acting. I would hope he would think it was a degenerate. But here's the visual aids. First, let's start with me in high school. Okay, let's start there. That's me. Take a look. Where we are, this is me and my friends. One of the last days of high school. See if you can spot me. That's me right there. Okay. There's 2 cream cheese people in here. Now, if you could look at this picture, just generally, shout out to my friends from high school, go Pels. You might start to get a little bit of an impression that not everything is as it appears. If you just take a look at me and my highlights and my background, perhaps I might have a little experience with, I don't know, some other cultures, but also if you look at this picture, you can probably tell pretty quickly why I say everybody's cousins. Because in Louisiana, everybody's like kind of like a spectrum gradient of people. It's not really like you are white, you are black. It's just really not like that. Not how I grew up. Maybe it is now, but it was like, yeah, there was white people. Yeah, there was black people, but like people could have had a mom, a dad, that looked as white as me. And they could have been very dark complexion. So it just, I mean, for me, like this, how I grew up, this was reality. And it was fine. I actually really enjoyed going to the school. I mean, it was Louisiana Public High School. So y'all can look up the rankings when I graduated in 2008, where Louisiana fell on the list. It was probably like somewhere between 48 and 51 or 50. I don't know what they were, if they were, who they were including at the time. However, there's two cream cheese people. Yeah, that's me. I'm the blonde. However, I just wanted to show y'all this specifically because of where we are. We're outside, okay? As you can see in the back, like back on the right-hand corner, a little dark spot in the corner over there on the right, that was the snack corner, and we had two Coke machines over there. And then to the left where you see the glass and stuff, that is where you would enter into the gym, the basketball gym and all, okay? So if you would look into the direction that everybody in the picture is looking, you will be seeing the parking lot of the school. And I just wanted to show this as kind of like proof, because this is where I sat right there on these tables, these very tables for 4 years of high school, and watched. I was in after school activities. I was in cheerleading. I did all kind of stuff after school. And I sat on these tables right here very many days. And when I sat on these tables, almost every single day, there was a grown man calling himself somebody's boyfriend pulling into the freaking parking lot. Yes, there was. 30 years old, 28 years old. So when this man tries to act like I don't know what he's talking about, right? Because remember, that was his whole point. That for years, the 30-year-olds been showing up. Been showing up for years. Don't you remember the guys used to? Yes, I do remember it. And it was deranged then too. It was nasty then too. Okay. So before you act like Karen, stupid Karen, yeah, maybe I did just go to Louisiana Public High School. Yes, I did. But it so happens that I might know a thing or two about the freaks rolling up at the high school. Let's move to the next slide. Oh, there's a bonus picture of me at the homecoming parade. We were on a little, a trailer on the back of somebody's truck, and it was a hayride. That's my friend Daphne. Okay, here's my dad coming home from work. This is about 1993. Could have been 1992. Could have been 1995. I don't know. It was probably like between 2 and 4. I just wanted to put this here as an exhibit of what a real man, a real dad. One example. There's many examples. Here's one example of a real man. Note the dirt on his clothes. Note the little, whatever it is in his hand, probably picked up a snack on the way home. I don't know if you can see it on y'all's view, but he's wearing what's called work boots. They have steel toes. Okay. This is what men who work and protect their daughters look like sometimes. That's one example. Okay. Notice the oil and grease stains on his pants, on his lap. Okay. Now, imagine my reaction, at like 4 this morning when I woke up or whatever. That's this man right here. Oh, shoot, I got to remove this. This man right here had the bold-faced, unmitigated gall and audacity to form his crusted at the corners mouth, despite all the baby oil he has applied, to talk about not only my dad at all, but his scrotum. What? This man that sits around like a bitch at the beauty shop talking about little girls, and Queen of YouTube who lives in Princeton, who's commenting on something public. This man, oh my God, further risked splitting the side of his lip from being so crusty to move his mouth to talk about my daddy. Oh my God. Oh my God.
crusted. I can guarantee you one thing. My daddy wasn't sitting around on the internet bumping his gums like a bitch at the beauty shop. He was working. He was working, providing and protecting. Oh, look, another day after a long day of work, you'll note my dad pretty much had a uniform because he couldn't wear nothing too nice because he was, what's that word? Working his ass off. An iron worker, a welder. He was going to night classes when he was 22. He's probably 23 years old in this picture and had more sense. Look, right around that same time, definitely that same house. Still taking the time to spend time with me. Clearly, I was very well taken care of, despite us not having a whole lot of money. Clearly, I was the priority. I have a whole freaking Disney outfit. I got the ears with the bow. I got the lace socks. Puh. Couldn't nobody tell me absolutely anything at all whatsoever. Note, the hair was blonde. Where's my cousin? Tough Stino. Is this blonde or no? Look at the roots. I imagine, you know, like the girl dads like this. And I wanted to show y'all these pictures because it's clearly somebody's thought that I am this, like, you know, spoiled princess rich girl who never has faced a single moment of diversity or adversity. No, I grew up poor. This house we sitting in right there, that was rented. That was a rental house. A rental in North Baton Rouge. Cody Drive in North Baton Rouge. Okay. When my early 20s-year-old parents finally bought their own little piece of land, it was like a 3 acres in the middle of absolutely nowhere that they had to clear off themselves and put a trailer that an 18-wheeler drove down the highway. All right. So maybe before bumping your gums to talk about me or my dad or my family or my upbringing or anything about me, you might need to learn who that you're talking about real quick. And since we're talking about my dad, clearly he wasn't going to his lawyer job. He wasn't going to his bumping his gums job. He wasn't a freaking social media commentator. He was an iron worker. He was an iron worker. And you know why I ain't today scared of nothing and nobody? You want to know really why? Because of that man. I remember right around this time, it might have been the next year. It might have been right around 1994. Had a little sister. No, let's see. It was probably 1996, maybe 3 years after this. Also, if you look at my dad's hair color, that's about my natural hair color. His used to be blonde too. It just turns that color. Gotta look at the immediate trauma. Yeah, I mean, the man wasn't bumping his gums for a job, all right? This is what you call blue collar. And actually, no collar. No collar. He used to get skin cancer on the top of his ears. He'd clip it off with a toenail clipper. I remember one time in 1996, somebody's uncle, somebody's cousin brought somebody new to the family reunion in North Louisiana. So my dad would have been about right around this age, maybe 26 or so. 26, mid-20s. My dad was in his mid-20s in 1996. I was about, 5 or 6. And my sister was about 2 or 3, something like that, around this era. And somebody brought somebody to our family reunion who we didn't know. We'll call him John Doe. We'll call him John. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember who brought the person, but I know for sure the person never came back. The guest. So let me set the scene for y'all. The where we are, they have a long dock, right? It's like a water. I've told y'all this story before, but my dad would never let us walk around in a bathing suit. You get in the water, that's fine.
You get out of the water, you still dripping wet, put on a cover up. And you better definitely put on a cover up before your feet touch the grass off the dock. You know, we've talked about this before. There's pool clothes and there's church clothes and there's play clothes. And, you know, this is how you teach your kids. This is what a dad does. My mom taught me this stuff too. My mom really was kind of more of an enforcer when it came to the rules and the modesty and the whatever. We couldn't wear no bikini for sure. Okay. This is how you raise your kids if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but this is how I was raised. This is how I turned out this way. And my sisters turned out pretty much similar. So, no, nothing wrong with a rental house. What I'm trying to say is that let the record reflect, I am from a very middle or even at some points lower middle class family. I am not from an educated and very wealthy family. And so when this man tried to form his mouth, crusted out the corners, to say, I just think that I'm in a league of my own. I fancy myself to be so smart. I fancy myself to be so this, that, and the other that I don't even understand. I forget how the other people's minds work or what. I mean, he said minute mind. I don't really think that's what he meant to say. I will never forget all walks of life. I am that. I went from the not even no home owning, double wide on a bayou to the Ivy League. I cannot forget. I do not possess the capacity to forget. So just so the record is clear, I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, after a long day of work, definitely actually freaking working outside in the hot sun for probably almost nothing, almost no money as someone's laborer, he had, you know, enough sense to come home and play with me. Clearly the priorities were me. Yes, I was a spoiled princess, but it was right there in North Baton Rouge on Cody Drive. And then it was right there in Port Allen, Louisiana and West Baton Rouge. It wasn't in a freaking castle. I can promise you that. But yes, I was spoiled. And yes, people took care of me. And maybe that has something to do with why today I find those values to be important, like how you present yourself, how you take care of things. Moving on. Okay, there's my dad advanced a few decades. This is in about 2017, so about 20 years later. And as you can see, working a real job has taken quite the toll on him. Look at his knuckles. Do you see how every single one of them is like arthritic? Hands don't get like that. Take a look at Jeff Bezos's hands next time you get a chance. Take a look at Bill Gates's hands next time. Take a look at Donald freaking Trump's hands next time you get a chance. They don't look like that. And it was from working. But you know what else it was from? And I got to be careful with what I say on here. I want to follow all the rules and everything. But we'll say it was from balling his fists up and making contact with people. My mom's in the chat right now. She can tell you if I'm lying. The reason they actually finally straw that broke the camel's back is because my dad would not stop fighting people. He came home with blood on his shirt from fighting somebody at Boo Boo's trailer park. He wouldn't stop. And you know what it is? He was just a fighter anyway. You know his favorite thing to fight about? When men abuse women, he would throw somebody across a freaking parking lot for talking too loud at the pool hall toward their woman. Okay. That story I was telling y'all about in the family reunion, somebody brought their friend. Somebody brought a friend to the family reunion. I don't remember who it was. But my baby sister was down at the end of the dock. She was like 2 or 3. I mean, people were with her or whatever, but like 2, 3, maybe 4. It was definitely in the 90s. My sister was very young. And from the shore, from the bank, it appeared to my dad. It looked. He didn't even bother checking to make sure his eyes weren't deceiving him. It just appeared to him like this man, this friend, who had been brought to the family reunion, nobody, had met him before, might be getting a little too close to my little sister. It just appeared to, he didn't bother running it by anybody. Okay.
I am never in my life going to forget the way he instantaneously vaporized to the end of that dock. And I can't even say it, what he actually did. But I can tell you that in 2025, they still talking about what Lee Shelton did to that mother guy. It took 7-8 people to get him off of that man. It was like he saw red, like went blind with rage that somebody would even be that freaking close to his baby girl. And so, men watching, that's the freaking standard. That's the standard that I personally saw. I am not saying that's the standard you should do. You should definitely not take the law into your own hands. And indeed, and in fact, my dad made a series of reckless and irresponsible decisions that resulted in him not being alive anymore. Okay, so I'm not saying you should do that, all right? But there's like, I know what it freaking looks like when somebody is willing to protect their children. And it don't look like this other man. It just makes it hard, breaks my heart. What else I got on here? Oh, right. So same year. I just want y'all to take a look at my dad's face. This was the reason he was in Philly. I went to University of Pennsylvania Law School in Philadelphia. They had like a parents partners day, and my mom is actually here too. She's the one taking the pictures. And my stepdad, I was about to say my other dad, my stepdad is here too. And he's just the same. Exactly the same. Everything I've said about my dad applies to him too. Except he's alive. He's exactly the same. He would actually lay it all down for any one of me and my sisters too. It's just, this is how some people are. So this is my dad sitting with me. You can see me. Look how look at it. Look at the look on his face. Look at the, I don't know who this dad is behind him. That he was a real sweet man and all. I mean, everybody's dad, that's about what they look like. Then there's another dad over here behind. See how they're wearing suits? See what my dad's wearing? It's like a button down from the Marshalls or something. All right. This is at an Ivy League university. One of the oldest ones in the whole country. Possibly one of the oldest law schools in the world. Certainly one of the most prestigious. Number 5 in the country right now. Okay. My daddy had them same freaking steel toes. And for a while he wore Timberlands, but then they got too expensive because they were fashionable. So he was wearing like cats from Walmart. Just walking through the halls of Penn Law. That's how much he cared. But just look at the look on his face. Does it look like he's about to let anything happen to me even here? Or does it look like he's sitting on freaking go? Back to where he ain't no back to the door moment for him. And that's why this guy couldn't even get his stupid scrotum insult out. My daddy was probably choking him by the vocal cord. So there y'all go. What's this? Oh, there's my point and shoot video. Okay, I'll click on that too. So that's the end of it. So I don't know. I just really wanted to also I love my dad. So I obviously really wanted to just be like, hold on, I'm not letting this buffoon, hold on, please. This man would be lucky if my daddy even shot any scrotum in his direction. All right, let's call it what it is. All right. He should have been so lucky as to beg my daddy to do such a thing. Since he wants to bump his gums.
We on No Jumper, and obviously the dumb blind don't understand what's going on. So
dumb what?
Don't do me that.
No Jumper, and obviously the dumb blind don't understand what's going on. So we in the room, and Nova get brought up, and activities.
So you're gonna explain the same thing that you explained in the beginning. Now, copy champ. All the while having the Louis Vuitton bags and whatever bags that is. Savage Fenty bags in the back. Throw them shits out, bro.
Oh, throw it out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put these bags up in the corner to make people believe I got bread, even though I don't own this house. It's nasty work.
He should donate to my legal fund.
She partakes in. Amongst that, I threw out there that we're only feeling sorry. I threw out there that
Double Buford champ. On my soul. You threw out there that you was hungry enough to eat the doublest of Buford champ. On my soul. You put out there and you signaled to the world that you need a 4-pattied double Buford champ. On my soul. The 4-patty Buford champ, right?
Not the 4-patty.
Not for a regular person's consumption.
He even has his
only
hand
for
in
somebody
the...
that's already pre-diabetic. Oh my soul.
No. Oh
we're
no.
only feeling sorry and speaking.
Who's we? Who is we?
The underage girls that was thrust in this lifestyle, who have been forced in this lifestyle, who have been tricked in this lifestyle.
Who's we?
That's not the ratio of everybody. Everybody has not been thrust, tricked, or forced.
This nigga don't understand that some arguments don't need to be had.
Tell him.
Who cares if they was forced? Who cares if they wanted to be on Fig? So because they wanted to be on Fig, that makes it acceptable. This is why you don't argue every point. You don't argue it. Some things don't need to be said, bro. But you're still a young dude, bro. Like your brain it's the same age as when you got locked up, bro. Your brain is not of a grown man that's almost 40 years old.
Oh, he looks old.
Your brain is of a child that just went to YA.
He's in his 30s.
Came out and went to somewhere for 2 months ago.
I thought this man was like at least 45 years old. You telling me he's in his 30s? You lying. That's not true. That can't be true. It can simply not be true. That's why I was like, his complexion is beautiful. If he's in his 30s, it's normal. What? He's not even 40? Oh, he's not even an elder. Oh my God. I mean, everything I said still stands other than him being old. I thought he was old. I mean, to some of y'all, I guess 30s would be old, but like, I thought he was like, compared to me, 10 years older, like 10 when I was born or older. I do kind of forget people my age can have kids that are like, when my parents were my age, they had 15-year-old. Or my dad did. My mom, when she was my age, had a 16-year-old. So like, I do forget that. I do. Because I don't have kids yet. So, or who knows if I will, but I don't have kids yet. So for me, it's kind of like, these people, but I'm starting to realize like, oh my God, yuck. Like people had kids a long time ago. People my age have kids in high school. So I kind of forget that. But anyway, okay. So in any event, I just got distracted by that. I thought he was like Adam's age. He is in his, you're saying 30s? Whoa.
Of a grown man that's almost 40 years old. Your brain is of a child that just went to YA and then came out and went to somewhere for 2 months and got locked up for 10 years.
It's that sad too.
Some people that might have parents. You have some younger girls who see this. You have some young girls that live close to Fig and see women walking up and down Fig every day and think that's the right thing to do.
Y'all, this man is 1 year older than me. And I've been calling him Unc and an elder. Stop! Oh my God.
So while we was on the subject, and I'm pretty sure most of the mans in that room were girl dads. I threw out there.
He's so mad. I shouted out the girl dads.
That's being fast and acting grown. We're talking about the ones that's actually suffering to this situation.
I don't know who he is because that is not who I'm talking about. So he's, I am absolutely talking about the girls that's being fast and acting grown. If they're under 18, I'm talking about them too. Yes, I am. So I don't know who is we. Maybe he's saying like, oh, we weren't talking about it like in the studio. But actually at least 2 people were, Almighty Suspect and that other guy on the bench. I don't know his name, no disrespect intended. I didn't learn, any of these people's names, willfully. So, he also needs to scrape his tongue. He needs to do a tongue scraping. The tongue is the color white. Okay. So the irony that his tongue speaking these words is whiter than the Karen tongue is something that's not lost on me. It's giving candida yeast. That's what it's giving. You need to scrape your tongue. Go down. I know that there must be some like Muslim stores or something around. They have them over there. There's definitely some Islam stores. There's definitely some Indian stores somewhere around. You can get them for like less than $5. You can keep using the same one for literally your whole life. Just boil it every now and again and get the candida off your tongue. If you're going to have the camera right there showing it and you're talking shit about me and my daddy. That's all I'll say. Inshallah.
So the ones that's being fast and acting grown is not suffering on Fig. So because the little 10 and 12-year-olds that decide to go on Fig out of their own mind, which they don't have, this is why things are, you got to be 21 or older, 18 or older, because they can't make those decisions. They're not of a mental capacity to make those decisions.
Period.
They're not old enough to make their own decisions. They're not old enough to make decisions for anybody else.
It's so obvious.
So you're saying that because these people that I just mentioned want to be on Fig, that it's not a problem?
It's a problem. It's so obvious. They're
not suffering because they want to be on Fig?
It's children. It's little kids.
And this dumb woman had the nerve to call me.
And I'm the dumb woman.
Dan Ups, Almighty Suspect. If the degenerate that was shot from her father's scrotum listened to the whole conversation, she would understand the gist of what's going on instead of just trying to create content and call people out. Almighty Suspect never checked me.
I think I've already set the record straight on the whole degenerate and daddy scrotum thing. And he should be so blessed as to even entertain the thought. Nothing about me is degenerate. Actually, I am like kind of the definition of generation. I am generation. I am creation. I create. I generate things. You are a little more on the degenerate aspect because you, for example, bring kids into the world, and apparently, according to what I'm seeing in this video, allegations I've heard in this video, further degenerate your own bloodline by saying, yeah, if you're going to do it with somebody, you better be selling it. All right. That's what you're choosing to do with your offspring, with your time, with your energy. So it doesn't hurt my feelings. The thing is, look how mad this man is to be called a degenerate. I have no emotional response to it because it's just doesn't hit. It doesn't land. I know you're not talking about me being dumb. I know you're not talking about me growing up in a trailer on a bayou when my daddy's an iron worker and my mama also, I mean, she's very smart. My dad and my mom both. 2 of the smartest people you gonna meet. But it was an uphill battle. Stuff wasn't handed to me like. It was just literally a middle-class family, lower middle-class family with a little bit of morals. And they were kind of like doing the best they could. And like doing the right thing was better every time than doing the easy thing. That's it. That's the formula. Be there for each other. There was no social media. I don't know how it would happen and work now. I don't even want to think about it. But leave my daddy's private parts out of this, you sicko. I feel sexually harassed that he's even saying this.
Her father's scrotum, listen to the whole conversation, she will understand the gist of what's going on instead of just trying to create content and call people out. Almighty suspect never checked me. Almighty suspect was saying was he do not deal with young females and he not with that.
No, he said he's not even trying to
tell him, cousin. Tell him.
Have this conversation. After you said what you said, he said, "Nah, bro, I'm not even playing like that, bro. I got 2 daughters."
The right answer.
Or I got daughters or whatever, bro. I'm not even going for none of that. That's what he said, bro.
Yeah.
But of course, you're not, bro. You're just not, bro. I want this nigga to take an IQ test. I really do, bro.
I don't. I'm fearful.
And he do not stand on that.
I'm fearful.
But further in detail when it said Ant is right.
No, you're not. Yo, he has a problem. Ant really, he can't be wrong. Ant Hefe cannot be wrong, bro. And it's crazy because he didn't graduate high school. He has no college in his whole system, right? Did anybody ask him what's the last level of education or the last grade that he completed? Nobody ever said that. They only worried about what his jail shit was like.
Okay. These are points to be made. All right. That being said, my dad did not have a high school diploma. He got GED. So you could be a good dad and you could be really smart and not have gone to college and not even have a GED, never went to a day of school. You can be really smart and not graduate anything, even kindergarten. You could be a good person and not obviously graduate from a single thing. You could even be extremely educated outside of this traditional like framework we have. But it does just so happen that this man is calling me dumb. And I am an Ivy League educated lawyer who grew up on like kind of like the bad side of the tracks at Louisiana public schools. So if anybody in this whole situation is intelligent or smart, I don't think anybody's placing their bets on this guy. Okay. I'm just saying it may not be the smartest, speaking of being smart or whatever, thing to do to paint yourself into the she's so dumb, she's a dumb blonde, whenever you don't really know what the education level is of the person and you are wholly uneducated in the traditional sense. I do not believe, I really mean it. I do not believe that just because someone went to a school or got a degree anywhere that they are smart. They got idiots, buffoons coming out of Harvard and Yale every year. Every year, more of them's coming out. Okay. So I really truly, y'all see how much love and respect I have for my dad. He did not even graduate. He did not finish. What was his highest grade of completion was 8th grade. 8th grade. He started working hanging iron at 16 years old. Okay. So I don't need somebody to have a degree to be as smart as me or smarter or whatever. And that was like another thing about this guy's like criticism of me that was just frankly just wrong and stupid, is that like he acted like I don't know that there's different types and levels of intelligence that are not in the same, they're not even comparable. The people I respect and love the most in the world don't all have degrees from any institution, a high school. Okay. So just talking out the side of his neck.
Nasty word.
It is some women out there that's underage, acting fast, lying about their age.
He's doubling, tripling down,
they have no business doing and getting people in trouble. Let's act like that's not going on. So just
how are they getting, bro? Did you hear what he said?
I heard it.
There's some young girls out there that's doing what they not supposed to be doing and getting people in trouble. No, they can't make the decision.
You see how they
do what they want to do. This is why they can't.
The man has reversed the whole situation and made the minor children who are literally victims, literally statutory victims. Statutory R word. Okay. He is now there. The men are the victims. The men who are picking up the children and doing illegal crimes to said children are really the victims. And it's the children who are statutorily the victims who are getting these good stand-up men in trouble. And look at his face. He freaking means it. He really means it.
There's some young girls out there that's doing what they not supposed to be doing and getting people in trouble. No, they can't make the decision to do what they want to do. This is why they can't go get cigarettes. This is why they can't go buy condoms. This is why they can't go buy.
Whose smoke detector is it? Somebody got to change the smoke detector. But that used to be me too. I hate changing a battery.
Alcohol, they can't buy certain shit. They can't
Tell
do
him,
certain
cousin.
shit. They
Tell
can't get
him.
a driver's license. They can't do certain shit because they're not able to make certain decisions.
We all know this.
So those people are getting themselves in trouble by dealing with these young girls or hot girls. They hot to trot, whatever you said, champ.
Change the batteries.
Some of them are fast. It's your responsibility as a man.
Mine used to be going
not
off.
Deal with that situation.
I just took the batteries
Don't
out.
give it an excuse.
I think they've been
You
changed.
trying hard as hell to give that shit an excuse because it's something that you've seen happen.
That's it.
For a while. Now, a lot of people,
Yeah.
I said this shit a while back when I had my Facebook lives, when I was first doing my Facebook lives, and I was talking about the shit on the reverse side, how the men feel like it's a badge of honor when they're young to have relations with a
They
grown
are.
woman.
They
feel
are.
like
I put them back.
It's a badge of honor. It's almost looked at as like culturally accepted by men if something like that happens. But in reality, that woman is not supposed to be dealing with that young boy. It's just not supposed to happen.
Agreed. Either
No matter
way.
what the kid is ready, think he's ready for, whatever the case may be.
Order.
It ruins their life.
Order.
A lot of these dudes that have relations with these older women, this is why they're not married now, because they don't know the importance of building with the woman. They just feel like,
Where's my church fan?
their innocence has been taken.
Yes. Preach.
This is why, champ.
And it creates, perpetuates.
This is crazy, bro. Any man with this mindset is suspect to me. Well, y'all need to go on his video and let him know, bro. Because niggas be feeling like I'm not hating, bro. I never hated on a man in my life.
Because
that's true. Never.
I gave my perspective on the flip side of the situation. This woman felt
crazy just now
to try to throw a dart. And that's why I'm saying Karens like this shouldn't even get in certain business in the gist of things that they don't understand. Because this is the same woman.
Sir, you are literally in my daddy's scrotum. Like, I don't have, I shouldn't talk about certain, you called me stupid, not knowing what my level of education was. You went to better public schools than me if you went to school in California. What's your freaking excuse? What's your freaking excuse? What was California public schools ranked in 2008 versus Louisiana? Monica, are you in the chat? Can you look it up? Somebody please look it up. Google, ask Grok, ask AI. Somebody I need to know. Graduation rate, me and him same age. He probably graduated sometime recently to me, from our age if he's a year older than me. What was the rankings of states? I need to compare the year I graduated, 2008. How much higher on the list was California? Where was California out of 50? Where was Louisiana? Because this guy actually is more privileged than me. All right. So there's that. Second of all, in that department, I understand it's, accesses and all of that. Okay, I understand that. But while you're over here telling me to keep your name out of my mouth, you're talking out of the side of your neck and don't even know who you're talking to or about.
Come on, got like some type of disclaimer. So you already know she's going to report you to YouTube and or call the police, but she think it's cool to get on these vlog sites and call people out their name.
Did you read the disclaimer? Her disclaimer says she don't want people to harass y'all.
Period. Huh.
Her disclaimer says she don't want people to harass y'all.
Huh.
She don't want nobody from her page to go harass y'all. That's what the disclaimer says. Not that if you harass her, she's going to get you in trouble. Her disclaimer said, I don't want y'all niggas to go harass these people.
I mean, it didn't say
that she's talking about.
It didn't say exactly that.
Because, you know,
yeah,
she'll get in trouble if all of her fans go and bother y'all and y'all can prove that they came from over there. She could get in trouble for that. So she says, I don't want nobody from my page to go, because she knows she probably got a big following, bro. What's shorty name?
So legally, I can go home.
No, you cannot. Shorty got 310,000 subs, bro. If she wanted to make your life a living hell, she could, bro.
But I won't. I don't do that. I don't do that.
If she really wanted to violate and have her subs violate, she would. And I'm about to go ahead and subscribe, Tim. Turn all notifications on.
Welcome to the cousins.
For BJ Investigates.
You are already a cousin anyway.
Investigates for that, champ. Oh, my soul. Salute. Me and you are the only two people that ever called Hefe out for his bullshit. I just want to let you know that.
Wait, no, the sheriff too.
King Bill.
Oh my God. Names that say like crazy stuff. And then if somebody say something that she don't agree with in or hit below the belt, she's gonna report you.
Yes, I am.
Now she's a.
Yes, I am. If you say something, even a half of one sentence that's below the belt, and this is for everybody watching, I am going to report you to every single law enforcement authority that I can think of. I'm reporting you to the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI. I might hit up the CIA. I'm calling your local sheriff. I'm making sure you're not on probation because I'm going to call your probation officer. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. And I'm not sorry about it. And I actually think more people should be like that. Actually, because these men, these males have been allowed to run around, run amok, unchecked, clearly unchecked, with absolutely no consequence. I will call 911 so fast. I will have the cops where you are and where I am so freaking fast, your head will be still spinning when they arrive. I am a snitch. I am in my capital S snitch era. Nobody better send me nothing or tell me nothing that you don't want the feds to know, because I'm not going down for nobody. Nope. You know whose army I'm in? The Lord's army. And that's the only one I'm going down for. All right. So yes, I am a snitch. My cousin's about to be like, you think everybody's a snitch and take up for me? No, I am. I am a snitch. Yes, I am. Appreciate you taking up for me, though. I will tell. I don't have no duty to this man. I don't have no loyalty to this man. And I didn't even know his freaking name until a few hours ago. I don't even still know his full name. And I don't care to. And nobody should send any hate. Nobody should send any comments. Okay. But yes, I will. I will absolutely tell. You read that right, buddy. You might not be able to read a disclaimer for comprehension, but you definitely read the vibe right. And that is, I might already reported something. Who knows? Don't say nothing else out of your freaking mouth about nothing sexual. Nobody's scrotum. Nobody's shooting nothing out of nothing and directed towards me, because that's going to be the very first thing I report. Bitch.
Oh my God. Name. Salute. Me and you are the only two people that ever called Hefe out for his bullshit. I just want to let you know that. And King Bill. Oh my God.
Names that say like crazy stuff. And then if somebody say something that she don't agree with in or hit below the belt, she's gonna report you.
Yep.
So now she's a rat. This is what
I am.
When y'all niggas don't know what to say about somebody, the first thing y'all say is
racist, and then rat. Racist is first. Karen.
First thing y'all say is she's a rat, but
usually it's racist.
Who does the most ratting over there? You're his underling. This is crazy work indeed. If anybody violates Adam, guess what Adam is going to do? Call the police, Chip.
And I'll call him on him too.
Adam.
He won't talk about him. That's his daddy.
And it's a cold game, and that's what I'm saying. When you got to watch out here with these Karens, with these fake tough Charleston White type personalities. They not tuners, but tough non-affiliates. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will do something to you, you do something back while you.
They not tuners. So why you not calling niggas tuners?
I don't
again?
know what a
Is it
tuner
because I said that shit
is.
was trash?
I don't know what that is.
Is it because Tino said I'm not no tuner? I really smack one of y'all niggas to sleep?
I don't know what it is.
Is that not tuners?
This is
but,
funny. Britt said it's a cold game. Watch out for the Karens. Y'all, the Karens have united. We must be more powerful than we originally thought. Because it's a cold game out here whenever the tough and tumbled OGs. Woo! Gotta watch out for the Karens.
Shut up. Niggas been tough niggas before games, bro. I keep telling y'all are the eyeballs, not us.
Tell them, cousin.
Our kind been around before your kind.
I don't know exactly what this means, but yeah.
Niggas that just real thoroughbreds. Been around way before gangbangers. You're the new oddball, okay?
Oh.
You get the ups on them first, they're gonna call the police. But this is just another case of people of other ethnicity backgrounds trying to insert themselves.
There it is.
In business that they don't.
They cannot help it.
It has nothing to do with her being white because she
Tell
said
him.
nothing wrong.
Tell him.
She said absolutely nothing wrong about what you said, about what Adam said, about the nigga from Soft White Underbelly. She said nothing wrong.
That feels good. That feels good.
She's not being a Karen, though. Exactly. How is she being a Karen?
Y'all.
Everything she said was facts.
The whole matrix is going to crumble whenever the immediate knee-jerk Karen racist allegations don't stick, don't work, oh, I heard she was a racist. Racist for freaking what? Taking up for black children and women? Being abused by people of any race? How the hell? I already knew it wasn't racist. I've been knowing it wasn't racist. That's why I keep talking about whatever I feel like talking about. And I don't discriminate on what I talk about based on any party's race, period. I don't do that. I wouldn't do that, and I won't do that in the future. No matter how many people falsely and defamatorily try to call me a racist, or even honestly way worse than calling me a racist, way worse than that, because that's just kind of like an opinion insult. They are implying, or this man is implying, that I shouldn't be allowed to have my freedom of speech, a First Amendment right, protected by the First Amendment, given to me by God. This man thinks I shouldn't be allowed to say something about something because of the amount of melanin in my skin. Something biologically completely beyond my control, which I can't say about the crust on his lips. He could probably do something about that. I know y'all see me putting the bronzer up here. I'm trying to not blind you, okay? But there's only a certain amount of melanin that my body makes. That means I should have less of a right to speak about abuse and child trafficking. Y'all, people of certain ethnicity whose daddies worked harder in one freaking day than this dude ever worked one single year of his life, maybe the whole thing. Harder in a day. My daddy did more work in a day than he's probably done this year for sure. So because I got less melanin than the other cousins, and perhaps more than some, then I'm not allowed to have a speech right over something that was thrusted on my timeline that I was forced to see beyond my will. No. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, it brings it up to a whole nother thing whenever there's like actually, because I actually know it's like very serious, like cult level peer pressure. I know there's a lot of people of color that stand by me. My audience is extremely diverse, but it's like when these racism allegations start, like nobody wants to like take up for me and say, y'all, you're being stupid. Let's stop. Please. She's allowed to talk.
If anyone's being racist, it's the people who are saying that a white person can't speak about something simply because I am white. Adam 22, Grand Mason 16's white. Mark Lata's white. Lush is white. Nobody's saying they shouldn't. Actually, that's not true. A lot of people say they shouldn't talk about it. But I'm trying to shed light on things that I think are wrong. And if it's being done by somebody that's black, so freaking be it. If it's being done by somebody white, Mexican, I don't really care. I don't really care. Indian, it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. If it's being done by a woman, I'll expose her too. They, them. I know it's not like politically popular to necessarily focus on crimes committed by transgender people, but I will if I feel like it. And I'm going to do the same with race, gender, all of it. It's actually, it is racist by definition to say black people included should be allowed to be abused as children on the street until black people come along and say something about it. But no white people better talk about it. That is crazy and racist in every direction.
She didn't make no shit up or nothing. She let you say it, and then she said, yo, this nigga's crazy. That's all, bro. But you can never be wrong, champ.
Because you're the slow one. Or you're the degenerate, you know what I'm saying? You're the one that don't understand or actually don't possess, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge of what's being said or discussed for you.
No, you don't understand the knowledge of a man because you're a dumb person. You're just not smart.
That's it. I mean, that's
Just
the
to come out there
answer.
and hop out there and say the same thing when everybody in there is saying the same thing and in agreement of the same thing, that they're not with underage girls being pimped in or tricked.
So if you're not with it, there's no reason to explain anything else. Once you start to explain further, oh yeah, but there's some girls that want to be out there, and that's why once you start doing that,
he made it worse.
You're taking up for the situation.
Yeah.
This is what you're doing.
It's
but you don't understand that because you've only been talking to people on the. This is probably the most educated person that you spoke to since you've been since you went to jail.
And look how he wasted it.
You can't speak to jail niggas for 15 years and then think you're smarter than people that's out.
Here's the thing. My favorite and nicest and sweetest and kindest uncle went to prison for a very long time. I mean, it's close to 30 years. Okay. We got cousins that go to prison. All right. And what he did was not good. He deserved to do some time. All right. And I'm not defending his actions, but again, you could be real smart and have gone to prison. You can be a really kind, empathetic, a valuable person to your family and society and have gone to prison. I know that for literally firsthand. So again, like, I don't really want to personally, I don't want to be like, okay, well, he's stupid because he was in prison. Cause I just know factually that's just not true. But that being said, I do think if people go to prison at a very young age, I do believe that they do sometimes, especially with how fast technology is moving, have a tendency to kind of fall behind with tech, and sometimes with what's acceptable to say or what are acceptable ideals. But it is then kind of your responsibility as one of your responsibilities to society or whatever to kind of try to catch up and oh, look, listen, when I went in, I mean, he's not old. The man is 36. When I went in, this is what people were doing. Whoa, this is crazy that this is how y'all are thinking now. I'm going to have to readjust. There's a certain level of grace for that. Truly. You're in a whole new world, truly. But I don't think you need to double down like this. And so in that way, I do agree with Stino. He's like, dude, you're exhibiting behaviors of somebody that is 16 years old and just never grew up.
This is probably the most educated person that you spoke to since since you went to jail. You can't speak to jail niggas for 15 years and then think you're smarter than people that's out on the streets. You can't do that. It just doesn't exist.
But with that said, I'm gonna conclude that right there.
Conclude.
Hefe, don't care about number what the check say.
Nasty work. So
I think it's true though.
Your argument.
I think it's so true. These people worship something that isn't a higher power. It is called money. I genuinely believe, like in a real and literal way, Adam 16 Gray Mason's like God, the thing he serves is money. Like, I don't give up about nothing but what the check says is actually literally their mindset. That is how we have arrived to where children are for sale, and these people are making it as if it is acceptable because they don't indeed and in fact give about nothing except what the check says. Or I mean, I doubt it's checks a lot of times. Listen, I don't know. It's just speculation.
She's a blonde and she doesn't understand what's going on in the culture, even though nothing she said was wrong. Copy, champ. I just, I just be wanting to know, champ. On my soul, I just be wanting to know.
On my soul.
How y'all think out there?
Tell them.
Salute to BJ Investigation.
Salute to you.
Y'all go follow Shorty, son. That was fire. I like the fact that she called out Aunt Hefe because regular people don't give a fuck if you're in a gang or not. This is just a fact. If niggas want to say something that they see or for content, they're going to say it.
To be honest.
And that's just the bottom line about.
I don't really have any issue with any gang in particular at all either. Like, if y'all want to be in a cult, y'all could be one. If y'all want to be a Republican and a Democrat, y'all could be one too. That's a cult. So y'all can go do that over there. My only issue comes in whenever y'all are bringing kids into it, whenever y'all are taking people and keeping them against their will, which I'm not saying this guy did. But when you bring kids into it and you bring in, slavery basically into it, like, making people work for you and give you their money and they can't leave. And if they leave, then you scalp them or put them in a dog kennel or something like that. Slavery. That is what that is. And so then you take all of that and then you just brag about it on the online for millions to see over and over for years and years. You made it my business. Now it's my business. So yeah, I'm not sorry about it.
That on my soul. That's just the bottom line about that.
Period.
Please make sure y'all go over to cloudeteam.com for the merch, man. And also, if you wish to promote your page on this page.
Oh, let me let him get his pitch.
Before and after the show, hit me up, champ, at tough_Stino on Instagram or toughstino@gmail.com. All right. And if you wish to play some music before or after, all right, before or after the
y'all want to play your music.
You got a single that you want people to hear, or you got a, mixtape coming out that you want people to hear, go ahead and hit me up at tough_Stino on Instagram or toughstino@gmail.com. All right. Your man Moona Scott got
Slay. Okay. So that's pretty much it. But listen, y'all, I mean, I have spent so long on this live that his premiere about this exact same topic is about to come up right now. So let me redirect. I'm going to redirect y'all for the ones that want more info on this. He has a video coming in 17 minutes to about this exact thing. Oh my God, yeah. I put the rollers in the what's it called? The thumbnail, because that is the condition I was in when I found out about that this morning. Like, I'm totally minding my own freaking business. Okay. Hopefully he has the thing set up where. Oh, you might have to make it to where I can redirect to you. I don't think he has it. Hold on. I'm going to go to look for the, because he has a video like on this exact thing coming out at 2. It's premiering. In any event, I'll at least put the, oh my God, this is funny. Look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. It's like a cartoon of me as a Princess Peach. Oh my God, that is so funny. Stop. Oh, it already came out? Okay, I'm about to redirect y'all over there. Can I? If it already came out? I thought you were gonna. Okay, it already premiered. Let me see if I can still redirect y'all to it. If not, I'll redirect you to Rabbit. No, it already came out, so I can't redirect to it. Okay, I will redirect y'all to Rabbits, but let me put it in the chat. He put a video out an hour ago on this. That I just showed y'all. It's just a clip. Okay, it was a clip. Okay, cool. All right. I think his live already came out. So I'll redirect y'all over there to Rabbit. And then I'm going to probably come back on live a little later to do some recaps on the Charlie Kirk stuff and just kind of like read the updates of what's been going on and try to stay caught up with it. He said it's okay. All right. Well, y'all go over there and subscribe, please. And my goal, it just for fun, is to see if we can get him to 10,000 by Friday. I know for sure we could get to 9,000, but 10,000 seems like, we could definitely do that. If y'all thought, yes, shout out to him too. Shout out to him for making the video, for his opinions. As whenever I saw and heard every word that pretty much came out of his mouth, I was just like in agreement with the sentiment, in agreement with where he was coming from, the vibe, the position, the standing on business of it, the kind of like not negotiable quality of it. Like this is not a starting point for a debate of it. I just really appreciated it. And again, shout out for real to the girl dads, all the girl moms, and people, aunties, uncles, and everybody out here protecting the children. That's what we got to do. I really think that's what we got to do. So if you're on board for that, subscribe to him and all that. And I will see y'all probably a little bit later today, this afternoon. Let me get to these things. Sorry about that. K-Rock. Thanks so much, K-Rock, for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Kel on Earth. Oh my God, for the $2 super sticker. She said the brain of a 16-year-old and body of 70-year-old. Stop. Thank you, Morris, becoming a member. Thank you so much, Mar, for the $2 super chats. And thank you so much to Strange Currencies for the 50,000 IDR. I need to catch up. You're live, but you are literally one of the smartest people I've ever known. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. And shout out to Tough Stino. I loved that. I really enjoyed it. It gave me a sense of relief to feel like I'm not the only person out here with any type of sense other than, the people that watch these videos. So, and I know that's not the case, but sometimes it's nice to hear it. So all I really had for this one. Oh, wait. One more. Nope, I got that one. Okay. Yes, let's get him to 10K. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Mar. Let's get him to 10K, please. Let's do it. Let's show what we can do. That's all I really had for this one. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. See you in just a little while. Neither are opinions. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.